That Rumble, it is a me versus everyone.
10 years, and not once did I ever think I could be the captain that steered the ship.
2026 is gonna be our biggest year yet.
Tell everyone, Lady Luck is your WWE ID Women's Champion.
Ortiz, Eddie Kingston, let us welcome you back to Limitless Wrestling.
You're dying for war, Kingston.
Dying for this!
You want to fight?
Not the same without a fight.
Lewiston, Maine, Starstruck will give you the fight you want.
Because time is the most valuable commodity there is, and you don't have much left.
Donovan Dijak versus the big Boofa. See, long ago, it was about respect. Right now, it's about saving this company from your ass.
Happy first ever inaugural World Limitless Champion.
Everyone's 99.9% sure that MJF is walking in AEW champion and walking out AEW champion. I only need that one. I've only ever needed that one. I'm changing my life and I'm walking out AEW World Champion.
Wrestling fans around the world, the day has come! Limitless Rumble 2026! Limitless Wrestling is back in the Osei Can You Gala say! Here in Lewiston, Maine, Johnny Torres, Top Shelf Troy to kick things off!
Folks, it is about 20 degrees and lower outside. It is heating up in here. We are going to make you wait till the summer of 2026. We are here for, how about the Limitless Wrestling Championship bout, Johnny Torres, to start this show?
Shots firing right out of the gate, or as the champ would say, straight out of the gate. But first out, the number one contender of the evening, Donovan Dijak. Feast your eyes, Top Shelf.
We might be feasting our eyes on the next Limitless Wrestling Champion. This is not the first meeting between these two competitors. What Sidney Bakabella said about Dijak out there to shake the winner's hand, that's exactly what Donovan Dijak did this past July all the way up in Herman, Maine. Things have changed as of our 10-year anniversary show. Bakabella is driving the Dijak vehicle, and he has propelled himself as the number one contender tonight. Will lightning strike twice for Boofa, or will we have a new Limitless Wrestling Champion?
Oh, and get a glance of Sidney Bakabella locked in. You said it best. He is driving the war vehicle into combat here. Gold-studded heavy artillery.
Folks, this is not the only title contest we have tonight. If you are tuning in for the first time ever, the WWE Women's ID Championship hangs in the balance as Laynie defends against the icon Becca. And that's not all, folks. The AEW World Championship hangs in the balance again when MJF brings the Triple B to the Coliseum to defend against the Prize City OG, Alec Price.
Once in a lifetime bout, once in a lifetime evening.
And folks, we're gonna start by going back to the hotel. Will Dijak be in too deep? We're about to find out.
You're defending, proudly reigning Limitless Wrestling World Champion, the Big Boofa Dezmond Cole.
As a matter of fact, he has a very rich history in this building, does he not, Johnny Torres? Take it back 2 Augusts ago when he raised his hand as the victor of the Vacation Land Cup. Lightning would strike twice for Boofa with another victory this past August. But what was that victory all about? He became the 2-time Limitless Wrestling World Champion when he upended Channing Thomas.
And Sidney Bakabella, the General of the Army.
And I have a feeling that there's been some politicking going around. I am very surprised that the Limitless Wrestling Championship bout is opening up this show. Sidney Bakabella, I'm left to believe, needs to be prepared when Starstruck takes on AEW's Eddie Kingston and my good personal friend Ortiz. Folks, Sidney Bakabella has a busy night. He's got people, I do believe, in the Limitless Wrestling Rumble, 30 competitors. Folks, if this is your first time joining us, I cannot even begin to tell you how you are in for a treat. And if you're following along there, use that hashtag LW Rumble 2026 live on IWTV, dualcast on YouTube Live. Folks, use that hashtag. Let us know if you enjoy what you see. Let us know if you can hear us okay.
Let us know if you're bouncing along with Dezmond Cole.
I talked to Dezmond Cole a little bit earlier. He said he's feeling it now. He's overcoming the flu. He had the flu all week long, was on the mend by Wednesday, and he's hoping that this adrenaline's gonna kick in at just about the right time, and for his sake, I hope it does as well.
We're locked up, loaded up for our opening contest. The Limitless Wrestling World Championship hangs in the balance. Sam Laterna for your introductions. Dezmond Cole, Donovan Dijak, the Limitless Wrestling World Championship. No better way to come straight out of the gate here at the Limitless Rumble 2026.
Folks, big fight feel. The fans are still filing in here. I have to imagine the lower lot must be filled by now. They needed the extra space up here in this back parking lot. Folks, we're expecting over 1,900 rabid Limitless Wrestling fans here tonight. And folks, there is no better way. What could easily and usually close out a Limitless Wrestling show is going to start us off hot. In a historic night, folks, I said it earlier, for the first time ever, a WWE sanctioned championship and an AEW sanctioned championship will be defended on the same show. Folks, we have talent from TNA Wrestling here tonight. Some of the best of not only the New England indies, but all around the country and beyond. And folks, things are underway.
All roads lead to Limitless Wrestling on this eve, the Limitless Wrestling Rumble 2026. The World Championship now. Dezmond Cole, Donovan, Dijak. This,
yeah, meeting of the words, meeting of the minds there.
This has been at a boiling point for months now. Well before the year closed out.
And the question you got to ask yourself is, you go back to July in Herman, Maine. Boofa! How do you do, Donovan Dijak?
Crispy open hand.
How much did that initial loss this past July affect Dijak? Little did we know, maybe there was something brewing that whole time. Sidney Bakabella had words with Donovan Dijak to start off our 10-year anniversary show in September.
Dezmond Cole now playing Matador to the bull, round the way, flying head scissors. Jettisons Dijak, face first, middle turnbuckle.
Reminiscent of how their first contest started. That is the name of the game if you are Dezmond Cole. Stick and move quickly. You have the agility advantage, you have the speed advantage. You do not have the experience advantage, you will not have the power advantage against Donovan Dijak.
And now keep your eyes on Dezmond Cole rolling on through.
Gets it, he got it already, Johnny.
Jacks the jaw, Donovan Dijak. Back into the corner now, trying to regain his senses here.
Regain, he never had the senses to begin with right out of the gate. It's been all Big Boofa. And Sidney Bakabella, Papa Bear, is going to have to figure something out here.
Dezmond Cole pedal to the floor, snatched out of the air though.
Donovan Dijak just shaking the cobwebs there. Oh, he's not going to bring him down to the knee. He's going to bring his knee up to the Boofa. Oh, God! You remember that injury that kept Dezmond Cole out of action for multiple months? That is not the type of landing you want to have when you have that many problems in your ankle and your leg and your knee. And I will remind you, though, the Limitless Wrestling Championship cannot change hands on a countout or a disqualification. So exactly, I see Dijak motoring to the outside right now. That is in his best interest for sure. Dijak, former roster member of NXT, as well as WWE superstar. There's a reason to count. They call him the King of New England. He doesn't want to just be known as the gatekeeper, Johnny Torres. What he wants to do is reclaim his throne as the true King of New England. And around these days, Johnny, that belt right there is what makes you the King of New England, in my fair opinion. Who is the first Limitless Wrestling champion? Is he in the building tonight by chance? The man defending the AEW championship. MJF, Maxwell, Jacob Friedman is set to defend that AEW championship against Alec Price. Big things happen for the people that hold that Limitless Wrestling championship. How about Carmelo Hayes, Danny Garcia? The list goes on and on, folks. Dezmond Cole punched his ticket for a second time. Dijak believes that belongs to him. A forearm across the chest of Dezmond Cole could be setting him up here. I've seen it as suplex, but I've seen it as a Beal as well here. Could be just looking to toss. Boofa! That's exactly what he did. That could be it. 2. Only a count of 2. Eric Greenleaf, your official this evening. Nate Speckman in the house tonight. And folks, this is going to be interesting. The winner of this contest, they're going to hit the showers. They're going to be battered. They're going to be bruised. But then they can take, they can kind of take an inventory of that 30-man Limitless Rumble that's going to be coming up to close out our show. That winner of the Limitless Rumble clinches their title spot. The #1 contender will be crowned in the Limitless Rumble.
And Donovan Dijak may be looking to sprint to the finish line.
Is he talking about perhaps feast your eyes? Yeah, that's exactly it. Get him in perhaps that torture rack.
But Dezmond Cole, he has been on the receiving end of feast your eyes on more than one occasion.
Certainly has. But this time, the title is on the line. That is what makes a difference here in the Coliseum.
Cole now stepping into the overhand rights, those chops.
Bufo with a forearm now. Right in the bush, taking Dijak off his feet there for a minute, maybe. Just about, he's teetering.
Ever resilient, but wait a minute, the sweep!
Those educated feet of Big Bufo, and this crowd loves it.
Soak it in, top shelf. The Coliseum, baby.
What is it? We're a scoop slam. That's the wrong move. That's the wrong move if you're Dezmond Cole. Oh. I don't know what he's trying to do there.
Might have been thinking about the Michinoku driver, but now out the back door goes Cole. Hey!
It gets it!
Stuck it!
Outstanding Michinoku driver! Listen to this crowd!
Oh, wait a minute. Swirl of the fingers.
That big leg drop. Coming in, landing flush right into the cover. Good positioning, and only 2.
Donovan Dijak hanging in there, hanging tough, but Big Bufo picking up steam.
Bufo known for that swanton bomb that he calls the jump off. Very rare, if any time that I can recall, anyone has been able to kick out of such maneuver. But like you said, he has been on the receiving end of the feast your eyes on another occasion, and this time, a bell is already rung. The bell can be rung again! Bufo with a Yakuza kick.
With great velocity and now elevating Dijak, great heights.
Gonna raise the roof into the waiting arms. Unbelievable German suplex from Dezmond Cole. The champion is feeling it and the challenger's reeling.
And this is a corner turner, a phase shifter.
Gets that shining wizard. This could be it, Johnny. And a kick out at the count of 2 from Dijak.
Dezmond Cole, can't believe it, cannot get frustrated, disenchanted, has to stay focused.
And you know, you gotta take a look at Sidney Bakabella. He's been directing traffic, and Dijak's been listening to just about everything that Sidney Bakabella has said so far, but I was gonna say he really needs to get the let out here, because I do believe it's been more Bufo in this contest, which I am surprised about, Johnny.
Dijak has landed heavy rounds, but in terms of pure time of control, Dezmond Cole, he's cooking at the grill. And now, hold on, final destination.
Say, man, that's a big task. If he could get him up to that second turnbuckle again, maybe that would put him in a better position.
Monumental, but Dijak.
Rolling through, teetering once again is Dijak. Finds his grip and got Dezmond Cole goozled.
Fingers around the throat, Dijak. Oh, but Dezmond Cole now trying to hammer his way out. But the grip, again. It's too much.
Oh no, to the waiting arms of Donovan Dijak. Crucifix floating over is Dezmond Cole. Those educated feet landing.
Yes, and now coming in hot.
Again. Catches him.
Flies into that leg lariat. Right upside the jaw. Precision striking out of Dezmond Cole.
There's no way. No way!
Final destination!
He might have him! Only 2. I can't believe it, Johnny got him up.
World?
That final destination powerbomb from Dezmond Cole.
And Dezmond Cole's face says it all. Absolutely cannot believe.
I mean, this is just our opening contest. Dezmond Cole steadying his breath, trying to figure out. He's looking around.
He's looking.
He's looking to see what turnbuckle it's going to be. I think it's the jump off. I think it's the jump off. He's taking a look at Sidney Bakabella. He cannot concern himself with Sidney Bakabella right this second. What is he doing? He's looking right at Sidney Bakabella.
The wrist tape off. A lot of runway created. Dezmond Cole
measuring his opponent. Chop.
Big overhand right. Massive step into it. And now...
Bringing him up now. This is what I thought. Try to get him up that way for that final destination. Just turn him around like he did earlier when he fell into the waiting arms of a German suplex. And you can see even Donovan Dijak, who's got a preferred cardio, seems to be having some trouble here tonight.
Dezmond Cole now might be thinking superplex.
He's going all the way up, Johnny. You're absolutely right.
Oh, but Dijak firing back the rights to the midsection. Potential disaster lies in wait.
What is going on here? Dezmond Cole gonna need all the strength in the world. Firmly planted is Dijak.
Jockeying for position, can cut the tension with a knife. Dijak, the rights to the ribs once again.
What is going on? What is going on?
Excuse me.
This is dangerous.
Pardon me.
What in the world is he thinking?
Fireman's carry. From this height.
What has he got planned? What has he got planned?
Donovan Dijak. Is he eyeing those ropes?
Oh my God!
The Avalanche Death Valley driver. The cover.
Only two Torres.
Get out of town.
This is the death blow right here, though.
Quick to follow up. Sits out with the power bomb.
That's gotta be a new champion. What? Excuse me.
But Dijak.
But he's got to stay on him.
Keeping his eye on the ball.
That's the difference maker. It's got to be feast your eyes. He's looking for another set-out power bomb. Up goes Dezmond Cole.
Oh, wait a minute.
Hurricane Rana. Got his leg hooked. Only two. Reversal out of nowhere. Super kick from Dijak.
Now Dijak takes off. Cyclone intercepted. Dezmond Cole.
Big knee from Dezmond Cole. Super kick landing flush.
Oh, in the ropes now. Cole off the second.
Oh, into the waiting arms of Dijak. Could be that sit-out choke slam.
Here we go. Sits out with a choke slam.
What in the world?
Dezmond Cole.
You gotta get up, Dijak.
Whole different breed. The big Boofa steps into the ground and super kick and in the ropes. Climbing.
What's it gonna be? It's no way to jump off. It's gonna have to be a frog splash from this junction.
Got it.
3/4 of the way across the ring. And only a 2, Johnny Torres.
Even with the splash from downtown.
You have to wonder if he was a little bit closer. If the jump off hit, would Dijak have been able to kick out of that? On the run, though. Stay here.
Oh, there we are. The front handspring into the capo kick. And now, tope con hilo.
Donovan Dijak is playing defense. His defense is looking like the New York Jets defense. Wow. Bobby Orlando in the house tonight, folks, for the Limitless Rumble.
Dezmond Cole. The pedal is to the floor as it has been from the opening bell.
Boofa could be looking for that Yakuza kick once again. Gets it, lands flush again.
Staple of the arsenal.
Again, though. Another one.
Third.
A third time's a charm here. Limitless title on the line.
Oh, cyclone kick!
And he took himself all the way to the outside. Bakabella bringing him up immediately. Got to capitalize.
Oh, he has Boofa dead to rights.
He told him. He just gave him the game plan.
Oh, but that's not it for Dijak.
Well, Sidney Bakabella told him what to do, and it's got to be feast your eyes. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
This is the death blow.
Hooked up.
Flips him over.
Huh.
Not quite that knee landing.
Dezmond Cole.
Oh, that cut Bakabella.
The capo kick.
Oh, no. Into the waiting arms of Dijak.
Feast your eyes.
That's got to be it. What a way to go out. New champion.
A long time coming for Donovan Dijak.
And he got him.
Here is your winner and the new Limitless Wrestling World Champion, Donovan Dijak.
Sidney Bakabella kept his nose out of this business for the entire duration of the contest until he got up on the apron, and that might have taken Dezmond Cole just a little bit off of his game. The impact was not the same coming back, having already hit Sidney off the apron. That made all the difference, Johnny. We have a new Limitless Wrestling champion.
The General unleashed a precision strike.
The Limitless Wrestling Championship is once again back in the camp of Sidney Bakabella, and I cannot believe that this is how we started off this show, Johnny. Look at Dijak.
History was guaranteed to be made tonight regardless, but in the first match, we are already updating the annals of Limitless Wrestling time.
The new champion, Donovan Dijak, Sidney Bakabella, had previously said it to Channing Thomas, you come with me, you follow me, and in 1 year's time, I will put that Limitless Wrestling Championship belt around your waist, and he did. What did he tell Dijak this past September? He told him the same thing, and 4 months later, Johnny, Donovan Dijak is now the true king of New England.
And Sidney Bakabella, Donovan Dijak, the victory parade is upon us here in Lewiston, Maine, here at the Limitless Wrestling Rumble 2026.
I told you! That is the Dijak machine!
Sidney Bakabella, he's been correcting the game plan all along. Tonight, Papa Bear collecting dividends.
Folks, tonight, we got a lot of firsts here. First off, the WWE Women's Champion, Laynie, in the house. She's going to be holding it down for WWE Limitless 5 years now. I never thought I'd say that. So wrestling is in a really cool place, huh? Heck yeah. And something I'm personally very excited about.
What's this?
Wait a minute. Wait, that's
the Son of the Sun.
That's Leo Sparrow.
Did we know Leo Sparrow was going to be here tonight?
Not on the billing, not on the advertising.
I'm not going to lie, though. He just threw greens at the people here in Maine, and they do need them, with all due respect.
Not a spring mix?
Some sort of spinach, perhaps. Uncooked spinach. It's good for you. But anyways, Leo Sparrow is out here and might have something to say here. And I thought that perhaps if I did see him here. I didn't know exactly what his. I thought he was in the Limitless Rumble, but apparently that might not be the case.
Well, Leo Sparrow, former competitor at the Limitless Wrestling Dojo during the tapings era. Been a long time since we've seen Leo Sparrow.
And he has done a lot since then. Creative Pro Heavyweight Champion. Super 8 winner in ECWA, a very prestigious tournament that usually is a tall sign of...
Hold on.
You
just snatched the mic from Sam.
The Son of the Sun, Leo Sparrow. He's going to be pissed when he sees that Mallet's Best Sausage sign behind him. It's the best sausage.
I haven't even said a word yet, and you are trying to fool the guy that's going to save the earth. This week, Limitless Wrestling put out an article that said the center of the wrestling universe would be right here in Lewiston, Maine.
Certainly is. Not wrong.
And they were right, because here I am.
That is not exactly how I had that pictured.
The son of the sun, the one to save everyone.
What?
Leo Sparrow. Every middle this way, expect
Is this... If I didn't know any better, it sounds like we're going to have an open challenge here. There we go. See, I can put 2 and 2 together, Johnny Torres.
Yes, sir.
I've been doing this a while, over 10 years. All right.
Starting the campaign a little late.
Oh, now that hurts. Body's not cold yet.
So unless one of you losers want to hop the barricade, get in here and try and humble me.
Uh-oh. I'm saying some willing potential participants.
That's what I thought. I'm going to be waiting right here for any man with a set of balls to come out here because I'm the son of the sun.
There are a lot of competitors back there, Johnny. Wait a Are we at St. Mark's Place? Wait a second! The fruit doesn't fall too far from the Sinersha family tree!
It can't be!
Wait a minute. We knew he'd be here tonight. I thought he was out back signing autographs. And
it is! Hook is here! The Ops represented!
The fruit doesn't fall too far from the Sinersha family tree. You might know his father as Taz.
Oh, yeah.
You may know him as a member of the Ops in AEW, sitting under that Samoa Joe learning tree, the Katsuyori Shibata learning tree. And I have a feeling that, well, I do believe that he should make like a tree and leaf. If you are Leo Sparrow. A very rare independent appearance for Hook.
Second generation sensation. Been snatching chokes since fresh out of the womb. Here in Lewiston, Maine.
I guess the question that we gotta ask is that can Leo Sparrow send Hook packing? That's gonna be the question.
Leo Sparrow, no slouch.
I'm not a betting man. That's a lie.
Hey, now.
DraftKings has my phone number. Leo Sparrow! You know, I remember a gentleman by the name of Taz debuting at a big Royal Rumble event about 25 years ago this month. So maybe, again, that's Sinersha family tree and over-the-top battle royals. They go hand in hand, and I'm not saying that Leo Sparrow has a little Kurt Angle in him, but he's going to hope he does.
But now the standing switch. Pop of the hips, the German suplex.
With a bridge, float over. What is he looking for? Leo Sparrow trying to get the let out here. Hook off the ropes.
Picking up a lot of steam here. Nobody home in the back elbow for Sparrow. Floats on through, goes behind, does Hook the gut wrench.
No, not even a gut wrench. He had him between the legs, and oh God.
Beautiful.
Quite the ovation for Hook here in his Limitless Wrestling debut. And Leo Sparrow has had enough.
The suplex acumen, the chain wrestling acumen, all on display from Hook thus far.
And to the outside is Hook.
Leo Sparrow already
very smart to be heading out there.
Going from son of the sun to son of the sea later, but Hook having none of it.
Leo Sparrow introduced to the apron there. Hook, very impressive from the get-go. I have a feeling Leo Sparrow was upset he did not have a spot in the Limitless Rumble. Even if he were able to finagle one right now, I have to imagine that he's going to be looking a little worse for the wear unless he draws that coveted number 30 spot.
Yeah, at this point, Hook just battering Leo Sparrow all around ringside here at the Coliseum.
Folks, you never know what's going to happen here at Limitless Wrestling, providing all the surprises. And folks, we still have an AEW World Championship match to come. Folks, we have the WWE Women's ID Championship up for grabs. If Becca can take the title away from Lady Luck, she will not only be the new WWE ID champion, but she herself will be ID'd.
Hook now completing the 10 count, raining down the rights on the outside. It has been a night of firsts all throughout, plenty more to come. Hook feeling it thus far.
Hook uses that patented Taz mission, as he calls it in this generation, Red Rum. Hooks that in, cinches that in. We've seen it, what it's done to all the competitors in AEW. A very, very good track record if you are Hook.
And now just eyeing Leo Sparrow. Hook knows he's got options. Wow, knocked Leo Sparrow off his feet with the feint.
Yes, he didn't even touch him.
Now the striking game on display, and the strength to complement it.
Leo Sparrow is not happy. Gets him all the way over. And Hook, if he keeps up this pace, we are not going to be here much longer. And here, I talk about Red Rum.
Yeah, that stance.
He's got it, he's got it! Not quite! Leo Sparrow putting up a fight here.
Oh no, Nate Speckman!
No! Leo Sparrow goes low.
And Nate Speckman none the wiser. The mule kick downstairs on the clothesline finds Hope.
Leo Sparrow needed that so badly. I do not condone what he just did. And I'm thinking upset here. This could have changed the tides, Johnny.
Yeah, no argument, Top Shelf. Complete gear change. Leo Sparrow in the driver's seat in firm control.
I'm gonna say, now what do you do if you're Leo Sparrow here? You have just been handed a butt kicking for the general last 5, 6, 7 minutes from Hook. You gotta put that hold on. You gotta hope that he's not gonna get back up, and he's already back up.
Now Hook firing back the strikes to the midsection. Leo Sparrow trying to keep the momentum on his side. Coming in hot.
Catches Hook with that step-up knee. Putting him down there. Leo Sparrow, very accomplished, coming to us from the Creative Pro Wrestling Academy, trainee of Pat Buck and Brian Myers.
And now a slingshot into a Bronco Buster variation.
And he calls himself a vegetarian.
Broccoli
a vegan
Buster.
Even.
Vegan flavored violence. But nothing doing on the pinfall attempt. Raining down the rights now, Leo Sparrow.
Getting extra aggressive there. You can see the difference from earlier in this contest. Leo Sparrow, though, trying to shake it. What's he looking for? What's that?
That bag of fibrous greens.
The bag of fibrous greens, folks. Things I did not think was going to be uttered in this contest. What is, that's shrubbery, Johnny.
Oh!
I don't think he can get disqualified for hitting him with it, to be perfectly honest.
Oh,
catches him! He's making a salad in there.
Oh, but Hook, he landed in the greenery. Don't think he likes that too much.
I'm sure that he has plenty of iron. You know that Leo Sparrow's been known to toss a salad or two in his day.
Hold the phone.
What?
Both combatants
Don't look at me like that,
down.
Henry. You too, Ethan. Don't look at me. I'm commentating a match. There's greens in there, leafy
Both
greens.
warriors rallying their way back to their feet.
Both men. Yes, thank you, Johnny Torres. Getting connected there. Big clothesline.
Leo Sparrow ricocheting off the ropes. And now Hook.
Head and arms. Head and arms here.
Captured.
Catches him.
The suplex game on full display from Hook.
Crowd letting him hear it, going, wants to get to that German suplex perhaps. No. Back elbow and two of them from Leo Sparrow.
Now the Irish whip. Hook. Other ideas in mind.
Nobody home, up and over, into the waiting arms! Red Rum! You know it as the tap match, and he's already tapping out, that's it! That's it, ring the bell! Did you see how quickly Leo Sparrow tapped out when he caught him with that Red Rum almost immediately, cutting off that carotid artery? There's no air in the lungs. It's not getting to the brain. You can only react, and he is tapped out. Hook is victorious.
And even Leo Sparrow with the instant tap out, still flat on the Limitless Wrestling canvas. Hook victorious. What a debut here in Limitless Wrestling.
I say, you gotta wonder, maybe Hook found himself a spot in the Limitless Rumble. You're gonna have to stay tuned. to find out. Folks, we still have 2 extraordinary title bouts coming up. An incredible tag team match, and we're going to cap things off the Limitless Rumble as well here tonight.
And Hook now, taking it in here in Lewiston, Maine, as you should. It's a once-in-a-lifetime evening here at Limitless Wrestling.
Leo Sparrow in a big crowd here. Like I said, we're 1,900 and change here tonight at the Coliseum. Absolutely outstanding for Maine wrestling, for New England wrestling.
Well, plenty more to come here. Folks, we thank you for spending your evening with us here at Limitless Wrestling. Whether it be on the Limitless Wrestling YouTube channel, whether it be on IWTV, we appreciate your time. And we look forward to writing history alongside you all throughout the year 2026.
This is the first event of the year, Johnny Torres. We've already seen a new champion, a new Limitless Wrestling champion in the form of Donovan Dijak. What else is going to happen tonight? Are you in the Rumble? You can tell me. I was in it last year. Are you in it this year?
Are you? I'm watching you. It ain't me.
I learned my lesson. I beat up Jay Haru, and then Aiden Agro prominently threw me out. Let's head it back to Sample Turner.
Let's get this next match started, shall we?
It is time, Top Shelf Troy Nelson.
This is a very surreal moment, Johnny Torres. The young man that is making his way down to ringside, accompanied by his GCW brethren and co-holder of the GCW Tag Team Champions, Jordan Oliver, Alec Price.
Tri-City OG.
The former Limitless Wrestling World Champion. You know, we've always said that the biggest bouts for this young man were when the Limitless Wrestling World Championship hangs in the balance. Well, folks, it goes as the understatement that this is truly the biggest match in the young career of the Pride City OG as he takes on the first Limitless Wrestling World Champion, the reigning and defending AEW World Champion, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, better known as MJF.
Alec Price, how many times has he risen to the occasion as it presented itself? Time and time again. He may be changing one of the B's in the Triple B to Boston here tonight in Lewiston.
You know, you have to think, if you're keeping score at home, just 2 nights ago on AEW Dynamite, MJF went toe-to-toe in an absolute drag-out beatdown with Ring of Honor World Champion Bandito. The title match could have just as easily have been off if you watched that contest. Bandito coming very close to wrestling away the AEW World Championship, but the methodical, scientific pace of MJF, picking apart that body, grabbing that arm, and not forgetting it for the whole contest. He put away Bandito. Tonight, will he clip the wings of Alec Price? As I say, is he still hurting from that match 48 hours ago?
Once in a lifetime, once in an era, once in a generation, the first ever Limitless Wrestling World Champion captured at Welcome to the Dance, and now the King is home.
So again, we knew that MJF would be here. We had no idea that he would be here as AEW World Champion. We saw what happened at World's End, interjected himself in what was supposed to be a 3-way dance and walked out, again, the newly minted Triple B. But we thought, we didn't know the title was going to be defended here tonight. This is an absolutely unheard of, incredible moment in the history, the 10-year rich history of Limitless Wrestling. And let's not think this is not just a one-time thing. MJF has been here and done that in Limitless Wrestling. He is no stranger to the Pine State Pro Wrestling Party. Tonight is not necessarily a home field advantage for Alec Price. Take a look if you will. Yes, do not adjust your sets. AEW World title up for grabs, and We're about to send it back to Sam Laterna, and nothing has changed between the Maine faithful and Max. Well, here we are. Not quite what he was looking for. And no doubt.
Oh, he's headed out.
Bell hasn't rung yet. I don't know what would happen at that point, but here we are at this junction.
We can tell MJF was expecting a hero's welcome. A first champion's welcome back. Clearly not the case.
Defeated JT Dunn, Anthony Greene, amongst others, to win that Limitless Wrestling Championship. Ace Romero.
Yes, sir.
In that original four-way. I believe that from him. I do believe it.
Limitless Wrestling, proud to present the AEW World Championship on the line. MJF defending against the Prize City OG, former Limitless World Champion, Alec Price.
You know, this is, like I said, Johnny, this is about as surreal as it gets here in Limitless Wrestling. You see that championship belt weekly on TBS. You see it on TNT. You see it on Dynamite. You see it on Collision. MJF wants to be a fighting champion, and 2 defenses in under 48 hours. That does remain to be seen, though. This is a title defense. There's no guarantee that he walks out with that AEW World Championship. Your referee, Nate Speckman.
To put the story succinctly for MJF's career, he's beaten every high score that he's ever set. He continues to set personal bests, even now.
Think about Alec Price. We said it, former Limitless Wrestling World Champion. Currently one half of the GCW Tag Team Champions. There's running buddy right there, Jordan Oliver, who we're going to see a little bit later on in the Limitless Wrestling Rumble.
MJF, Alec Price, kindred spirits. They view the prime competition as the man in the mirror.
Right there, collar and elbow tie-up. MJF with a little how do you do there to Alec Price, who, when he was globe-trotting the world with GCW, he came back last year, the year before, and told us all that people were putting feet up on his furniture. He's claimed this as his house problem with that. Before it was Alec's house, it was MJF's house. Undoubtedly, the first ever Limitless Wrestling champion.
Two of the most gifted professional athletes of all time.
Collar elbow tie up right there. MJF grabbing that arm. And, you know, we talked about it. What happened to Bandito could just as easily happen to Alec Price. Pick out that arm, see what you can do to it, weaken it down, and then see if you can put him away. That submission hold, that arm bar has been a spell disaster for so many people.
The depth of the toolbox on MJF. It's bottomless, folks. Alec Price, no shortage in the bag of tricks department by any stretch of the imagination. Through the ropes, the arm drag.
MJF taking a little off guard. Alec Price standing tall there. The pride of Bo Douglas is Alec Price. MJF, you'll notice a trend tonight. Creative Pro Wrestling Academy graduate trained by Brian Myers and Pat Buck.
The best and brightest of Creative Pro Wrestling just continue to shine brighter over time. MJF! MJF now!
Oh yeah! He doesn't mind. He's not gonna, wait, what is this? Oh, he's got something to say.
I'll beat everybody's ass in this arena! I'll beat everybody's
Oh, MJF is not here to play.
And not afraid of a fight.
That young man getting a little overzealous. I can't imagine that would have ended too well for him. MJF, the former CMLL World Light Heavyweight Champion, a Match of the Year candidate against Mystico, if you ask me, for the Ed Varsario show. MJF, another timeout here. He's got more to say. He has more to say. What is going on?
MJF now, the hand extended.
Yeah, now is the time to shake the hand. Yeah, you shake that hand, you'll find yourself in the salt of the earth so fast, Johnny.
And Alec Price, he had it scouted, but MJF drills home the big right hand.
Folks, thank you for watching Limitless Wrestling here on IWTV on YouTube. AEW World Championship hangs in the balance, much like Alec Price was hanging in the balance right there. Nicely down with a drop kick.
And Alec Price, lot of runway created. Wait a minute. Nate Speckman, nearly disastrous.
Gouging the eyes is MJF.
Thumb, multiple fingers, and now MJF looking to capitalize. Shoulder first. Into that steel post goes Alec Price, and MJF soaking it in.
You know, like I said, we saw what happened just 48 hours ago at the expense of Bandito. He's picking out the arm, that salt of the earth. That arm bar is the bread and butter of MJF.
Tried and true.
Can you imagine, Johnny? Alec Price, no stranger to GCW, competed just recently at the Hammerstein Ballroom when GCW had a residence there this past December. And you have to imagine just switching the entire wrestling world on its head if Alec Price can wrestle away the AEW World Championship.
And Alec Price looking to do just that. Handful of hair from MJF.
Imagine Swerve Strickland in Alec Price's future. Hangman, Adam Page. We saw a hook earlier. What about Samoa Joe and Alec Price going head to head? It could all happen by the end of this contest.
Pool of potential runs deep. All eyes in the wrestling world on this contest, seismic with its impact.
I suppose it's nice to know that nothing changes if you're MJF. Yeah. Grabbing those fingers, joint manipulation. Nate Speckman's got to get that to stop right now.
And you had talked before about the salt of the earth, that Fujiwara armbar. MJF, the way he picks apart the entire arm. It's not just one portion, not just a shoulder, not an elbow. The entire thing, he is surgical with it top shelf.
You know, we've seen people attack Alec Price's legs before. One of the most comfortable competitors on those ropes. But I think it's an interesting strategy. Again, MJF's bread and butter is that armbar. You know, it could affect the high-flying abilities of Alec Price. You take away that arm, you take away that shoulder, your balance is off. You're a little unsure of yourself, and no matter what, Alec Price has perhaps had tougher battles on the streets, overcoming a lot in his youth. But you gotta know that he is nervous tonight in this contest.
As he should be, reigning AEW World Champion MJF. Swinging, sunset flip though, Alec Price.
There it is! Johnny, there it is. Oh, wait, he might have suckered him in. Street smarts of East Boston, Alec Price.
Stepping into the Yakuza kick, MJF stunned.
Residing right behind Rogerio's funeral home in East Boston.
Oh, meets the point of the elbow now, MJF.
Oh, no, wait a minute. He just needed a leg up, and he's about to get his arm broken off. Holding onto that rope at the worst possible time. Double underhooks from MJF. Drives it, the shoulder once again. Right across the knee. Only two, says Nate Speckman.
Sticking on that arm. Brilliant strategy from MJF thus far, and Alec Price. No stranger to shoulder issues, and I think MJF knows that all too well.
This crowd, pro MJF. This is for sure our highest selling event ever at the Coliseum and at Limitless Wrestling, over 1,900 here tonight at the Coliseum.
Oh, now just contorting both arms.
And you have to think now, when we return to Westbrook, Maine next month, can you imagine if Alec Price walks in with the AEW World Championship? I have to believe that if that happens, I understand there's a #1 contenders bout in the form of the Limitless Rumble. But where does that put Alec Price in line for a Limitless Wrestling Championship bout against the newly crowned champion, Donovan Dijak?
But if MJF has his way, it will all be for naught. MJF, talking about rising to the occasion. If there was a brass ring available, MJF has reached out and grabbed it. Not just in professional wrestling, in film, and soon to be, who knows? But MJF has capitalized on every challenge that he's willfully accepted.
Say Alec Price hanging on for dear life there. MJF now playing with his food, can do anything he wants with him. Could be going up to that high rent district perhaps for that superplex.
Very comfortable on his ropes in his own right is MJF.
Doesn't have to go all the way up there to do that, but why not? A precarious position could fall even worse.
But Price raining down the elbows.
With the good arm.
MJF relenting. Price perched. Sticks the missile drop kick.
Beautiful missile drop kick from Alec Price, but now you got to capitalize. How much has been taken out of that arm? Jordan Oliver out there trying to get him all taken care of. Imagine a world where Jordan Oliver tonight becomes #1 contender to the Limitless Wrestling Championship, where Alec Price could win the AEW World Championship.
Very well could end up being.
Talk about how in demand their schedules are going to be.
Could be a gold-studded evening for Busta and the Brain.
They slow to get up though. Alec Price, we've talked about it. Incredible cardio. Does not get tired tonight. Not looking sluggish necessarily, but he has already had so much taken out of him. And again, I think that there's some nerves there that aren't normally there if you're Alec Price. Catches him with that kick.
Alec Price, he knows how deep that gas tank of MJF goes.
How many more times there, Alec? Why? He's trash.
Takes off.
Salt of the earth with a little pepper on it.
Now Snapmare out of the corner. Alec Price.
Is this the surprise? Is this the surprise, Johnny?
Coming in.
No.
MJF.
I don't know if MJF can kick out of the surprise. Think of all the other people that have not kicked out of the surprise.
But Alec Price now. Tope Cena finds home.
It's every bit of it. Alec Price has turned the tides here in this AEW World Championship match.
MJF was just blasted against the guardrails. And now, summoning the energy in the room, Alec Price. This could be the night for the Pride City OG taking off.
MJF there into the waiting arms. Catches him, slams his head, his face, and everything else, driving it into the canvas. The hardest part of the ring has been introduced to Alec Price.
And Alec Price might be out cold. Near motionless in the ring, and MJF.
Well, this would be the time to capitalize, but a lot has just been taken out of MJF.
Valuable space, valuable time created for the defending AEW World Champion.
Remember, it's Alec Price that needs to beat MJF, not the other way around. A countout does not put the championship around the waist of Alec Price. A disqualification does not put the championship belt around the waist of Alec Price. I do believe we have a 60-minute time limit for this championship bout tonight. If it hits 60, and we know that MJF could go 60 minutes. We saw it in the form of an Iron Man match against the American Dragon Bryan Danielson. If the clock hits 60, MJF will walk out with that AEW World Championship. And
thumb traveled across the neck. Heat Seeker hooked up.
So that Heat Seeker, we've seen it so many times before here at Limitless Wrestling. It's just been a while, all.
Here we go. Nothing doing.
He lands on his knee. Wait a minute. Stay with this. Putting pressure on that knee.
What Price?
Oh, so close. Catches him.
Finds home with the Alabama slam.
Hooks him up so fast, so quick, so vicious. Face first into the canvas, driven by his shoulder. This one is not quite over.
MJF can't believe it. Alec Price hanging in there, hanging tough. Would mean the worlds and beyond for Alec Price to bring that AEW World Championship, the Triple B, back to Boston.
MJF. And curious. I want to see more of that knee. You see, when he came back into the ring, he was favoring it, was able to get Alec Price up, and almost immediately, that thrust kick to his face. I'm curious to see how much damage has actually been done to the knee. MJF has played possum in the past, and right about now, it's proving my point. He seems to be perfectly fine in the knee region. Yes.
But the demeanor has certainly changed. MJF. And many malice in the eyes. Alec Price.
You know, I've been able to cover the career of MJF since the very early days. I was able to commentate his contests in his first year of wrestling against the likes of Max Caster. Maybe you've heard of him.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Off the blockbuster!
As the off the blockbuster could mean a new champion. Not quite, only two. But MJF has only grown by leaps and bounds. There's nothing that I cannot tell you. It is my job, Johnny, tonight to tell you about those accolades. But you already know, if you are listening at home, if you are watching this AEW World Championship bout, you understand what's at stake and how hard that man has worked to get there. Alec Price, at this point, however, seems to be in the driver's seat as he drags MJF to the corner.
MJF in the drop zone. Alec Price, very gifted from the greatest of heights here in Limitless Wrestling.
And again, did not work on the leg. It's the shoulder, it's the arm. And I'm curious, it's tough to climb. There it is, yes. It is very tough to climb. You'd think it would just be the legs, just be the knees. Your upper body can help prop you up, but your upper body can't get you up in this case. Taking a lot of time here. Alec Price, trying to shake it off. If he connects though, Johnny, you gotta go for it, kid.
All or nothing.
This is his chance. Oh no. Oh no. Took too much time, Johnny. Took too much time.
And MJF, incredible reaction time. The reflexes on display from the AEW World Champion. A top-tier athlete, even in the later innings, even in extra innings.
You're looking for some sort of, wait a minute, maybe that tombstone. No way, it is that tombstone from the top, the knees perhaps. Nope.
Alec Price.
No. Oh.
Trying to throw off that balance.
Landing right on his feet.
Price, right back up. Ah, the Frankensteiner.
Nicely done. Surprise. No, wait a minute. Back up to his feet.
Emergency.
Lands it, gets all of it, center of the ring. New champion, almost a new champion. Almost a new champion, Donnie.
But where emergency lands, grand prize, Sue prize, not far behind.
I have nothing to lose that one match. About everything. About years. About friends. About family. For this. Nothing more to lose. But everything to gain. You can break my freaking arm, man.
Capacity audience for a legendary evening.
Surprise.
History.
Surprise coming up, Johnny.
Here we go. What? Nobody home. MJF
coming down. Salt of the earth. Gonna sprinkle it in there. Biting his hand! Biting his hand! Hooking that shoulder up. Now into the turnbuckle.
And MJF.
You can see the look on his face.
Not happy about it. He knows that he was fractions of a second away from a surprise.
MJF now. Methodical, like I said, and for good reason. Shoulder first once again into the top turnbuckle. Alec Price is worse for the wear now.
MJF has always been one to put on a master class when it comes to capitalizing on his surroundings, on the available opportunities. Utilizing the ring to great effect.
Say, now he's gonna play with his food. I don't know if that's a good idea. Do not give the Cardio King an opportunity to come back in this contest. Again, that shoulder. No, wait a minute. Putting MJF. Landing precarious once again. Oh, we've seen this.
Oh, hold on. Watch Alec Price. Hot Star Stop!
I cannot believe he was able to hoist himself up there. Oh, you gotta take your chance now, Alec. Cover. 2. Hit. Oh, hand on the rope. MJF gets his hand on the rope to break the count.
The gangsta defying gravity continues to defy it, but MJF hanging in there, hanging tough. As I'd said before, the stamina reserves on both these athletes, second to none. Top of the class.
I say, this crowd, take a look if you will, here in the Dirty Lou, Lewiston, Maine. 1,900 strong in attendance for this AEW World Championship bout.
Alec Price now. Crosshairs lined up, but hold on. Double A inspired spine buster. That football background of MJF being put to good use.
Say, once again, MJF is having to absolutely gut it out and trying to throw everything that he can at Alec Price. This crowd pro Alec Price here tonight. And he's got to figure it out. I can't tell right now if he's trying to just get the lung back in his air, the air back in his lungs here, or if he's really hurt. I guess he's shaking it off. I think MJF is starting to get a little spent.
Deep waters for both combatants. MJF now back up. A nearly field goal kicking Jordan Oliver at ringside.
MJF, that scowl, deeply planted on his face. Stepping over, just kick in the face of Alec Price.
Yeah, you had said it best already, my friend. Playing with his food.
And I think that's the wrong move. What do I know? I am not the AEW World Champion, but I do know, as someone who has covered Alec Price since his humble beginnings here at Limitless Wrestling, that you should not do this. And I think that Alec Price might show you why right now.
Oh, hold on. Alec Price, incensed. Oh, here we are.
Talking about a meeting of the minds. Left hand from MJF.
But Price, not down for long. Certainly not out. Thriving on it.
To the right.
But how long can the body withstand it, even while the mind remains able?
Alec Price challenging him here. Headbutting his own hand.
And now Alec. He's hit another gear.
Forearms landing in bunches here. Each one landing flush, Johnny. Right to the solar plexus.
The intensity, the tempo picking up, and Alec Price.
Oh, God.
Ate one of the eyes.
What a bubblicious to the face. Oh, no, the eyes, it's again raking the eyes.
An old reliable from MJF.
Crowd doesn't like it here in Maine, I get it. I understand.
Now MJF takes off. Alec Price steps into the super kick. Now Alec Price pondering the next move. MJF nearly out on his feet. Price, the ripcord, finds home with the enziguri.
MJF still on his feet, though, holding onto the ropes. Look at that clothesline, no dice. Alec Price catches him with the foot. Did he get all of it? Gonna go for it again, Johnny.
MJF now steps into the super kick to the midsection, stacking up the strikes. But hold on, the ricochet into the lariat. Prize City's finest on display.
The crowd here in Lewiston's letting them hear it, but now you gotta capitalize, Alec. This is your opportunity. This is your biggest opportunity, Alec. You gotta stay on him.
The world is watching Limitless Wrestling. All eyes are on the Limitless Rumble here in Lewiston. Alec Price stepping up to the plate against the AEW World Champion MJF, and this is already one for the ages.
Folks, reminder, this is not just him versus the AEW World Champion. This is for the AEW Championship.
Hold on.
No! Oh, we got him! Oh, we lulled him in! Crucifix! Yeah, only 2.
2 3/4 and beyond. Alec Price trying to stack on that momentum, but MJF got it hooked up.
That heat seeker, Johnny. No, wait a minute. Alec Price gets out of it, hangs him up to dry.
MJF launched, and now, Alec Price. Oh, the Phoenix 720 DDT!
Taking a page out of the book of Jody Fleisch. Could pay dividends. It's got to be the surprise, Johnny. If he can get it, we will have a new AEW World Champion.
Alec Price
measuring,
dialed in, surprise!
Right in the back of the brain. Alec Price, cover, new champion. Only 2. Miraculously, only 2, Johnny.
Weathering the monsoon of offense from Alec Price, capped off with the surprise.
The arsenal is not done. Now you're gotta think about the grand prize, that flipping DDT. Dangerous maneuver, very hard to hit, but it is not impossible. He has done it before, and that could make all the difference right here. But MJF, if he does, he already hit the surprise. MJF is in a bad state right now, Johnny Torres.
Alec Price maybe thinking grand prize, maybe thinking a second surprise.
Hooking him up here, Brazza Brainbuster. Small package.
Oh, it's tight. Only 2 though. Now Price.
Schoolboy. Deep. Only 2.
And now Alec Price, the O'Connor roll.
Only 2. Rolling through. Deep. Gets it. Only 2 again. Backslide. The world's most dangerous move. Could be it.
Wow.
Did he get it? No, knee to the face. Oh no, I thought he had him. Stacks him up. Oh God. Nowhere to go. Get to that armbar. Salt of the earth. Is this enough? Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
MJF retains one for the ages against Alec Price.
And you can see that Alec Price took him to his limit here at Limitless Wrestling. But at the very end of the Johnny Torres, MJF is still the AEW World Champion. What an incredible contest.
The King is back. Where's Crown at?
Here is your winner, and AEW World Champion, Maxwell Jacob Greene.
And the look on the AEW World Champion's face tells the whole story.
Oh no, the story's not over because MJF has something to say.
Let me make something clear to both of you. Do not mistake my kindness or weakness. If you come my championship ever again, I will kill you where you stand. Because my name is Maxwell Jacob Greene, and I'm better than you.
Alec Price, Jordan Oliver, the latest additions to All Elite Wrestling.
Folks, special things can happen up here at Limitless Wrestling, and they oftentimes do. And I can't think of two guys that are more deserving of such an opportunity like that than both Jordan Oliver and the Prize City OG himself, Alec Price.
The Limitless faithful on their feet. They watched Alec Price grow up in professional wrestling. And the best is yet to come for Alec Price, for Jordan Oliver. We knew we'd be penning history in 2026 here in Limitless Wrestling. But my God, runs deeper than I could ever imagine, and the year is only starting. Johnny Torres and Top Shelf Troy Nelson here, and it's an honor to be here.
Why does this always happen to me? All I want to do is come here to Limitless Wrestling and show everybody how good Leo Sparrow is. But no matter what I do, there's always somebody in the back here that's got a problem with me. A problem with my values. Thinks that I'm not good enough to save the earth. Well, guess what? I'm more than good enough to save the earth, and I'm more than good enough in the ring! Because I'm the son of the sun. And the pro wrestling world revolves around me.
What?
The international pop sensation
Oh boy.
is back in the U.S. and for the first time ever, she's going to perform her new hit single, B3CCA. So we got for Becca!
Oh, what a treat, Johnny. Yes.
It's
yes,
a night of firsts.
It's a treat.
Buckle up.
I had a lot to say about this match, but I know I need to be quiet, so here we are. Like Ashley Simpson right now. Wait a minute.
Posting on the gram, tell me how you're trying to prosper. Easy to be champ of a one-woman roster. I'm a real champ, yeah, I'm not an imposter. A mic in my hand, I turn into a monster. Sad you're obsessed with the likes and the clicks. How you still staying turned in 2026? You really are lucky that you have any fans. But your luck will run out when you catch these hands. Yeah, how are you still doing the whip in 2026? And, you know, it's good you don't even try to make it. Okay. Because I'm gonna die from the cringe. For real. Okay. They all wanna be me, yeah.
I know better than to say something, but I've just about had enough. Folks, there were rumblings that there was a chance that Alec Price might be All Elite after that contest. Here's the fact of about the WWE. Yes, let's take a second here. The WWE Women's ID Championship. Becca has an incredible opportunity because if she defeats Laynie Luck tonight, she will have that WWE ID Championship. But that means she automatically isn't just on the radar. That means that she is property of the WWE ID program. And what does that mean? How about for her New England Pro Wrestling Academy compatriot, Ricky Smokes, signing with NXT officially, along with Brad Baylor. Jack's ready to swipe right. This could be Becca's moment, but that woman right there is not gonna go down easy.
The WWE ID Women's Champion, Laynie Luck, stepping into the Limitless Wrestling ring for the first time here at the Coliseum here in Lewiston, Maine.
We have spoken extensively about the WWE ID program. The likes of Aaron Rourke has been WWE ID. He's a prospect. Laynie Luck, that title became vacant when Kylie Ray put the title up. Laynie Luck, no stranger to New England, won that title in a six-way match at Beyond Wrestling Open. And it's going to be a title defense again in New England in front of 1,900 people. There's no brighter spotlight on Becca. Can she make the difference tonight?
The challenger, representing B3, she hails from Boston, Massachusetts, the international pop star, B3CCA, Becca!
I notice she still has a microphone. That doesn't bode well for anybody.
Her opponent, hailing from Chicago, Illinois, she is the current WWEID Women's Champion,
A 10-year veteran, proudly representing Chi-Town, a place that you know and love.
Go Cubs, go!
But tonight, this is a huge opportunity for Becca. This is her home ground. She came here tonight, and I'll tell you, if Luck is gonna be a Laynie tonight, then what she's gonna want is for the other members of B3, Pebbles and Bam Bam, Barbar.
Yep.
It's Aaron Ortiz. They have real names.
The Shooter Boys.
They need the Shooter Boys to get out of there immediately because right now I see it as a 3-on-1 for the WWE Women's ID Championship, and that is absolutely not how it goes down. How grateful are we tonight to have a WWE sanctioned championship match here at the Coliseum in Maine, collar and elbow tie-up.
Laynie Luck and Becca off to the races. Yeah, new ground being broken tonight for Laynie Luck, stepping into Limitless for the first time. Becca, of course, has found her footing, found her rhythm, found her voice here in Limitless Wrestling.
Unless we forget the last time she was in this building, had at it with Gabby Forza, did not come out on the winning end of things, coming out worse for the wear. And that's why I think that these guys, you have the Shooter Boys here, getting even closer to Becca. They joined Becca on the tour of WXW in Germany that she just completed. That is her multiple times she's been to WXW. That was the Shooter Boys. First time! Can you admit? We never hear the end of it. And it could happen. Laynie Luck, quite accomplished in her decade in professional wrestling.
No doubt about it, sits atop the mountain of the WWE ID Women's Division. Now staying surgical Wrist lock.
And just imagine what it would mean for Becca, the New England Pro Wrestling Academy graduate. If she can win that WWE ID Championship, that means she's heading to Evolve. That means she can get an opportunity at the Evolve Women's Championship. And if she could ever do that, on to NXT she goes to become the North American Women's Champion, the NXT Champion, and heaven forbid, this is the track, Johnny, to becoming the WWE Women's Champion. It could start tonight for Becca. Laynie Luck does not want to allow that, and she's going to have to put her working boots on. Because again, like I said, might as well be a 3-on-1, Johnny.
Laynie Luck, game as game can get.
Oh, how do you do right there? Aiden Agro has some competition. He may be the Cartwheel King, but he may have just seen the Cartwheel Queen.
Cartwheel Olympics hopefully one day coming soon to Limitless Wrestling. Shoving out of Becca now. Laynie Luck having none of it, picks to the ankle. And now the Oklahoma roll.
Cover. Only 2. Becca, clothesline, Laynie Luck coming around. Look at that hip toss. No, lucha-style arm drag from Laynie Luck.
Laynie Luck very comfortable pushing the pace. Be it singles action, be it tag team action. Very gifted on her feet.
Say Laynie Luck taking her time. Becca also trying to pinpoint that accuracy, make that kick happen. Laynie Luck drop toe hold. Becca face first into the canvas. Unfortunately, it wasn't her voice box. I'm sure she'll be singing if she can walk away with that title tonight. Laynie Luck only gets 2.
Elbow drop finds home, and Laynie Luck. Opportunities galore for Becca tonight, but for Laynie Luck, the potential for legacy is just beginning with this reign.
Absolutely. I'll say the second ever WWE Women's ID Champion. We saw the recent call-ups from the Evolve program to NXT.
What is going on?
Laynie Luck wants to be the next one up. Multiple title defenses will certainly do that.
Well done, Laynie Luck. Baseball slide.
Dropping an elbow on Becca into the cover once again. Your referee for this WWE Women's ID Championship bout, Eric Greenleaf.
Laynie Luck, well done, pushing the pace, utilizing misdirection to great effect. Offense coming from all angles. And you can see Laynie Luck looking to,
What did I tell you, Johnny? It was only a matter of time. And Becca needed to capitalize on it right there, and she didn't. Laynie Luck needs to not concern herself. Oh, the mushroom cut, yes. Get him! Get him, Laynie!
Pull his hair out of his head!
Whoa, stick with this! Becca! Oh my goodness!
Blast! Shotgun blast! To the side of the head!
Greenleaf, get them out of there, Greenleaf! The former Wrestling Open Tag Team Champions. Creative Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions. This is not a tag team match. This is not a 6-person tag team match. This is a singles match that might have been just over there for the WWE Women's ID Championship, and Becca needs to figure it out. This is the biggest opportunity of her career. There's no doubt. We already said it for Alec Price. This is undoubtedly the biggest moment for Becca. If she wins that, that's the thing you got to understand. There's no waiting process. There's no 7-day handling time. If she wins the contest tonight and wrestles away that championship, she gets every right and privilege of being the WWE Women's ID Champion.
And Becca looking to try to make that dream come true. Stacking up the offense now. Lands a snap suplex. Well done.
And right back up on her feet.
Becca now.
This is not the this is the problem. She loves the limelight. She loves to grotesque too much. This is not the time. There's time after the match.
That's a whip.
Who's gonna nay-nay? Is that's still a thing? So I feel like that was a 2016
there it
thing.
Is.
The kids are really excited about 2016 these days.
And now Becca.
Looking for a Boston Crab here all the way up in Lewiston.
Laynie Luck having none of it. Pair of boots, jettisons Becca. Becca now.
Yes.
Trying to readjust, but Laynie Luck counter punching.
Forearms landing for Laynie.
Oh, stacking them up.
In bunches here.
Laynie Luck. Irish whip. Hold on, Becca.
Big kick to the gut, landing flush. Laynie Luck off to the races. Getting every bit of it, Johnny.
Strikes coming from all angles. Gator roll.
What could this be? Northern Lights bomb, nicely done.
Little perfect driver, little Shima flavor.
And here's the problem. I'm going to tell you, though, Johnny. You think Becca might be in trouble. I do not believe that Becca is in any trouble so long as the Shooter Boys are outside the ring, the other members of B3.
And Becca, battle-tested in her own right. Since the days of the Scrunchy Squad, we've watched her grow as an athlete and as a warrior. But you add B3, Aaron Ortiz, Anthony Vecchio to the equation.
Taking a powder right there, Laynie Luck, though, very much aware of her surroundings. RB3. I'm going to say no. Oh, wait a minute. I stand corrected. A cartwheel again. Oh, come on. Get them out of there, Greenleaf.
Becca breaks on through. Crispy elbow and now face full of steel.
Face first into the ring post there. And Becca now going to pick the bones. And I'm blaming that one on the Shooter Boys. I cannot believe that Eric Greenleaf is allowing him to stay at the ringside.
But Becca now heading up top, very comfortable on the ropes.
Gets every bit of that drop kick, nicely done. Into the cover, new champion, stacks her up. Oh, right into the Boston Crab.
Oh, well done.
Oh, wait a minute, Laynie Luck now. Right in the center of the ring, nowhere for her to go. Can you imagine that we see a new WWE Women's ID Champion tonight?
One of the most difficult maneuvers to keep on for a long period of time. That deep squat required to get the full effect out of the Boston Crab. But Becca has honed that very maneuver, and now switching it up, the single leg crab. In some ways more dangerous.
Putting all that leverage there. Trying to get it all onto the lower back. That's not how to do it, though. Laynie Luck able to get out.
Hold on.
Small package. Could have been a big victory.
Great adjustment from Laynie Luck, the Matrix out of Becca, who now,
Got it cinched in. Nowhere for Laynie to go. Johnny, we could see the new champion. This could be it.
Figure four-ing the legs, the choke, contorting the spine all at once.
She's fading. She's fading. Oh. I thought she was tapping out. Can you imagine what else could happen tonight, Johnny? That could happen tonight.
Laynie Luck's trying to gut it out. Hold on, got a foot under her, does Laynie Luck.
It looks like Becca lost the grip, though. And Laynie Luck.
Oh!
Nicely done. Driving those knees into the chest, the sternum of Becca.
Drilling the pair home from a tombstone pile driver position. Magnificent audible out of Laynie Luck. Both champion and challenger down here. The Limitless Wrestling, Limitless Rumble 2026. And folks, we've been cooking all night.
Folks, what an unbelievable night of action so far. A new Limitless Wrestling World Champion has been crowned. The AEW World Championship has been defended. And now, the WWE sanctioned Women's ID Championship hangs in the balance.
Oh, but now Becca.
The absolute biggest thing to happen in the career of Becca goes down right now. Laynie Luck cannot allow it.
Sure-footed. And now Laynie Luck explodes into the clothesline. Make it a pair. Champion rallying back. Hold on, trying to pop the hips with a German suplex. Becca, though.
Pushes her away. Becca back up to her feet. Laynie, nicely done. Nicely done with a release German suplex.
Big snapper, shining wizard!
That's gotta be it. No Shooter Boys around. I think she's got her. Only two.
You saw Ortiz and Vecchio were ready to spring into the ring. Eric Greenleaf, you can see.
Why are they still there, Johnny Torres? It's mind-boggling.
Oh, and see, once again, Vecchio pulling Becca out of harm's way. Laynie Luck on the wrong end of a head kick. And now Becca.
Becca heading up. The high rent district, known to put that 450 splash to use. But Laynie Luck still on her feet, so it's not going to be that 450 splash. We could see another one of those shotgun drop kicks. But Laynie is going to be looking to capitalize here.
And now, dangerous ground for both combatants. Laynie Luck looking to hook up potentially a avalanche fisherman's buster. Becca having none of it. Whoa.
Becca, tough landing there.
Back.
Laynie's calling for it. I don't think Laynie's done. Oh, God!
Drilled home the double stomp right to the heart of Becca. And now Laynie Luck.
Driving those knees into the chest. I think we have a defense. Not quite under the belt yet.
Got all of that Meteora. It wasn't to be.
Got all the Meteora. She got all of Becca on the apron there with that stomp. My God.
Laynie Luck stacking up the high impact offense. Lewiston approves. Now Laynie Luck. Laynie Luck may now see the checkered flag, the fireman's carry.
What is this? Get Ortiz out of there. Get Vecchio out of there now. Come on.
And now Vecchio. Uh-oh.
I like it. I like it.
Oh, but Aaron Ortiz.
Get him out of there.
Oh.
Ortiz going for the ride.
Anthony Vecchio, Aaron Ortiz saving one another, and Laynie Luck had enough.
But she's got to pay attention. Becca's back up behind her. Schoolboy, cover, deep, new champion, only two.
Laynie Luck, wrong end of the super kick, Becca.
Gets every bit of it. Oh, we talked about it, that 450. This could be it. If she hits it, Johnny, this will be it. We will have a new WWE Women's ID champion. Here it comes, Johnny. It's a no-doubter.
450 splash, no water in the pool.
I guess it's a doubter. Laynie Luck catches a spear.
Nearly cuts Becca in half. Laynie Luck feeling it.
Fireman's carry once again. Drives her into the canvas. Center of the ring. Nowhere to go. You can put it on the board. Laynie Luck defends.
Here's your winner, WWE ID Women's Champion, Laynie Luck.
Becca has been known to write diss tracks, but I don't think there's any greater diss than Laynie Luck walking into Becca's house and pinning her for the count of 3 in the center of the ring. And still, WWE Women's ID Champion, Laynie Luck, and she earned it.
Picture perfect. Death Valley driver, the cradle around the neck there. Becca still out. Laynie Luck. What a debut in Limitless Wrestling. What a defense of the WWE ID Women's Championship.
Keeping her eye on the prize. The future certainly looks bright. And I don't think Luck has anything to do with it.
Becca being carted out by Ortiz and Vecchio, the Shooter Boys.
And there it is. There's a diss track for you, Becca. Take a look. It's something that you did not get tonight.
Zero miles left. I finally did it. I finally did it. I didn't think I was. I didn't know. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I didn't know. This company has done everything for me. Limitless Wrestling has done everything. Randy Carver took a chance on a young kid 7 years ago who was skinny and had a loud mouth, and no one was booking because everyone didn't take serious, but he seen something in me. And every Limitless show I went to, I busted my ass. Every opportunity that Randy put in front of me, I killed it, and I kept going and kept killing and kept killing and kept killing. And all of a sudden, I was in Houston, and all of a sudden I was in Chicago, and then I was traveling, and then I got on the road with GC Dub, and then it started taking place. Then I had my tryout, and it was. I've never grown up on indie wrestling. I grew up on TV. I was a poor kid. I only got what was on cable. I never got pay-per-views. I never expected any of this. This is honestly just truly a blessing. That match was amazing. MJF didn't have to do that. Like, if you said to me a couple years ago that, you think a couple years ago I was saying to Randy, hey bro, I want to wrestle MJF for the AEW title. That was not even a thing that I could even think up in my brain, because honestly, I never thought it was ever going to get to that point. I thought my time in wrestling was almost up. I thought like maybe I had given everything. But no. I finally did it. All the pain, all the work, everything. I freaking did it. God blessed me with this opportunity because I've been working my butt off. But now it's time to work harder. The grind don't stop. It's time to lock in, twin. And I'm ready for the future. Thank you, Limitless. Thank you, Randy Carver. Thank you, Maxwell. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Brett Lauderdale. Thank you, Bo Douglas. Thank you, Benny Jooks. Thank you, Mike McCarthy. Thank you, Chan. Thank you, everyone. Can't wait to see what the future holds.
Fake tough guys, huh? Fake tough guys. We've been dying for this.
We've been dying for this. We've been dying for war.
I know you're empty without war. I'm empty without war.
I couldn't do it either.
Dude, fake tough guys. Fake tough guys. That's what this is about. Fake tough guys, huh? Fake tough guys.
Ortiz, Eddie Kingston, let us welcome you back to Limitless Wrestling.
Welcome back, boys.
Ortiz, you fancy yourself a tag team wrestler, and Eddie Kingston, you're known for doing a lot of this.
Yep.
So maybe Channing Thomas and Anthony Greene should shut you the f up.
Tough guys, huh? You fancy yourself some tough guys? You know what's actually tough, huh? Being the best independent wrestlers in the world. That's what Starstruck is. That's tough. Because we got targets on our back. People are trying to break my neck, his neck, just to be superstars, trying to make their name off of us. You're dying for war, Kingston.
Dying for this.
Dying for this.
You want to fight?
I'm not the same without a fight.
January 16th, Lewiston, Maine. Starstruck will give you the fight you want.
Because we want this.
Dying for this. I'm empty for war. Empty for war.
Goofs.
Alright, let's get this next match started. Our ref's gonna be Aaron Greenleaf.
Tag team action coming at you here. Limitless Wrestling, the Limitless Rumble.
Sidney Bakabella.
And Starstruck stepping up to the plate. Big fight feel in this tag team showdown, our only of the evening. Anthony Greene and Channing Thomas.
I don't mean to interrupt. Was Sidney Bakabella that blonde earlier?
He put that sun in his hair. I don't know.
Was he that blonde earlier? I just didn't notice. I know he changed his shirt. Big, busy night for Papa Bear. Anthony Greene and Channing Thomas, as I understand it, are both competing later on as well in the Limitless Rumble. That is to say, if there's anything left of them, after they go toe-to-toe with the Mad King, the King of Diamonds himself, Eddie Kingston, and the man that was responsible for training me to wrestle, for better or worse, Ortiz.
And folks, for Ortiz, for Eddie Kingston, this is not a debut, this is a welcome back for them both.
Absolutely, Ortiz, longtime member of the Proud and Powerful, aka the EYFBO, you know him as LAX, him and his former tag team partner, the newly crowned two-time TNA champion. As of last night, Santana, Ortiz getting back into the swing of things.
Rich Palladino, that was the worst introduction I've ever heard.
It's not Rich Palladino, that is Sam Laterna.
You know, it really annoys me that the best team
Channing Thomas,
That was a
Anthony
lot.
Greene. That's the name.
You were aware. It's been a while since Sidney Bakabella's been on the receiving end of a. Oh God.
The former WWF Hall of Famer and a Nashville treasure.
What?
Sidney Bakabella!
You better not say Bakabella a second time. I'll be so pissed.
He hurt. You set him up.
It's been a what? No! Oh!
Look what you did!
It has been a long time since Sidney Bakabella has been on the receiving end of a back fist to the future.
Baby! The King of Diamonds! The last of a dying breed in this great friggin' sport! Eddie Kingston, the smooth operator! Ortiz!
Ortiz in the absolute best shape of his life. I have known this man since 2013.
What a contest! A treat for our eyes, for our senses. A tag team showdown unlike any other. Starstruck, Channing Thomas, Anthony Greene, flanked by Sidney Bakabella. Step into the plate against Eddie Kingston and Ortiz.
My birthday isn't until August, but all I want is for Sidney Bakabella to eat a back fist to the future, like it's the old Shakara days. He does not have the wrecking crew behind him, and oh boy. Oh my! Get out of there, Sammy! Get out of there!
Eddie Kingston, he is not afraid to tear the place apart. We've seen it time and time again around the world and back.
The Funky Monkey, formerly Ortiz. Like I said, I've known this man since 2013. He has never looked better. Eric Greenleaf, your official. And
Eddie Kingston.
I am very excited about the prospect of Sidney Bakabella getting what he deserves tonight.
Sidney Bakabella gets on the wrong side of the modern patron saint of fighting spirit. Eddie Kingston.
You know, I said it to Ortiz earlier. I've been watching Eddie Kingston. I'm 35 years old. I've been watching Eddie Kingston since I was in high school.
Yes, sir.
I was afraid of him then. I'm still afraid of Eddie Kingston. They should go without saying. As a competitor myself, I was always grateful that I was never on the opposite side of the ring of Eddie Kingston. I refereed for him. I felt the back fist of the future. I don't like it. I did not like it.
And to think that the strikes have only gotten meaner with time. Only sharper with time. Eddie Kingston. New lease on professional wrestling life. This is not the Eddie Kingston that Limitless Wrestling knew in years past. Different animal.
And I'd say the same thing about Ortiz. You've
Yes,
known
sir.
Ortiz for a very long
Yes,
time
sir.
as well, Johnny. Probably just about the same amount of time that I have. And has he ever looked better? Like he hasn't. There's no doubt.
Everything you said about Ortiz, I do not at all disagree with. He is in peak condition, beating his own high scores.
Ortiz, nicely done. Channing Thomas, consummate professional wrestler, a technician, much like Anthony Greene. Ortiz can hang with him. He is a technician, very well versed in lucha libre. Eddie Kingston is gonna fist fight you, and he's gonna win. If it comes down to a street fight mode, this is the first time in a long time where I don't see Sidney Bakabella as an advantage. Sidney Bakabella, I do believe, is also afraid of Eddie Kingston. Nicely done takedown from Ortiz, headlock takeover.
Just so fast. Ortiz, peak condition, but the speed has always been there. Has always been one of the trickiest athletes in the game to try to figure out, to try to pin down. Channing Thomas up for the task, but Ortiz now, the depth of that arm drag.
Taking him right over there, looking to tag Eddie Kingston in.
The King is back.
Taking out his former member of the Blackout. along with Ruckus, along with Sabian, Robbie Marino. In the early days, 20 years ago, it was the Blackjacks, him and Blackjack Marciano.
What a
great
ride.
tandem in the early days of Chikara 20 years ago.
And what a ride it's been for Eddie Kingston thus far. Japan competing in the G1 Climax.
And you have to wonder, Anthony Greene put out a video to start the year, looking to try to figure out what he's going to do in 2026. A mixed bag for him in 2025, Johnny Torres, and underhooks there. Eddie Kingston takes him for a ride.
Beautiful butterfly suplex.
Another tag into Ortiz coming in. Camel clutch from Kingston.
Oh, Ortiz had a steam on this. My God!
Anthony Greene might be tapping out there. He's struggling trying to get out. Ortiz, off to the races. I remember when he used to make me do this in practice. He didn't do that to me, though.
Dropkick finds home.
Grateful every day.
Eddie Kingston and Ortiz, well-oiled machine thus far. Taking it to Anthony Greene and Channing Thomas. Oh, the back rake!
Ortiz, very well versed in every style he could possibly get information. He spent time as well, WXW. He spent time in Puerto Rico as a tag team with Santana.
Oh, but this is the Starstruck game plan.
That camera back there, Anthony Greene, we talked about a mixed bag in 2025. Very lucky to have found himself in the Vacation Land Cup tournament the last time we were in this building. Taking on Conan Lycan. And I still think Conan Lycan, if you watch that event this past August, you know that Conan Lycan was screwed out of his opportunity to advance to the finals of the Vacation Land Cup.
Conan Lycan currently competing in the Beast Games.
The Mr. Beast TV show, yes. You never know what's going to, these limitless wrestling opportunities, they're crazy, aren't they?
Yep.
I would like an opportunity at $2 million.
All roads pass through Limitless Wrestling.
I haven't looked at my envelope tonight. Maybe there's $2 million in there. I don't know. We don't know. Time will tell.
Ortiz now hard into the corner. Tandem offense incoming. The inverted atomic drop into the neck breaker.
Jackknife cover. 2. Can you imagine? Only 2. Eddie Kingston. Thinking about it. Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
No.
Channing Thomas is still pretty after all these years. Eddie Kingston can change that for you very fast.
Can completely reconfigure the facial region. Channing Thomas wants none of it. And this is exactly how he avoids that. You got to keep Ortiz on the back foot. Easier said than done.
Tag in Anthony Greene. AG in there, cutting off the ring. Very nicely done. Right in the nick of time.
Yeah, fingertips away from Eddie Kingston was Ortiz. Anthony Greene now raining down the rights. But he's got a bone to pick with the Limitless faithful. Always eager to let him know, best thing in wrestling.
Ortiz, former TNA Tag Team Champions. Former House of Glory Tag Team Champions. We'll see Charles Mason, the current House of Glory Heavyweight Champion, in the Limitless Rumble a little bit later on. Forearms landing for Ortiz.
Stacking up the rights. Oh, but hold on. Oh, Ortiz firing back. But splitting the focus from Starstruck. It's making things difficult. Sidney!
Got Greenleaf there. Attaboy, Greenleaf. Don't be afraid.
Well done on the clothesline.
Eric Greenleaf giving some lenience tonight. I don't know if it's just the importance of this show, but Eric Greenleaf, yeah, he's getting into it with him. Give him the business, Greenleaf. You can't do that. It's about time. What should have happened to the Shooter Boys is happening to Papa Bear. It's about time.
Sidney hitting the showers. Tag to Eddie Kingston.
He doesn't want to cost his men the victory. I know he knows he needs to not mess with Eric Greenleaf. Eddie Kingston punches and bunches here.
The bread and butter of the King of Diamonds explodes into the clothesline, into the corner. Oh, Kobashi flavor! That sword is a burning.
Nicely done!
Exploder.
Taking once again into Ortiz. Rolls him up, Anthony Greene. Nicely done, tandem offense. No strangers to the tag team world. Only 2.
The Russian leg sweep into the Space Tornado Ogawa, the STO.
They're gonna need to be on the same page. They have a meeting with a couple of grizzled young veterans coming up this weekend on Collision, aka tomorrow.
Channing Thomas, though, the cross chop to the throat, the neck breaker finds home on Eddie Kingston.
Channing Thomas, though, best be checking out. Ortiz there, right to the waiting foot of Anthony Greene. Starstruck has struck. What is this?
Now the powerbomb hooked up. Queen City Expo got a taste of this.
Oh, nicely done. That could be it. Oh, Eddie Kingston right in the nick of time, only 2.
The flying European uppercut, the power bomb. But if not for Eddie Kingston breaking up the affair, be a done deal, but the bout rolls on.
Folks, use that hashtag you see at the top left of your screen. Hashtag LWRumble 2026. You are watching Limitless Wrestling on IWTV and YouTube. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. We'll be back in Westbrook, Maine again next month. We got some big things on pack for March. We'll tell you about that at a later date. And Eddie Kingston's feeling it.
Straps down. Gear has shifted.
Channing Thomas has made a mistake. Sidney Bakabella's been sent to the back. About the safest place for Sidney Bakabella.
The hours of footage that Eddie Kingston has poured over when it comes to striking technique.
To the future. Eddie Kingston.
But now Anthony Greene, waist lock, the hook kick.
Goodness.
That Marafuji flavor.
I can't believe he got him like that.
Hold on, Ortiz.
Only 2.
Getting chaotic here, fast, frenetic. Corkscrew into the sunset flip. Anthony Greene rolls out.
Nicely done. Nicely done. Only 2.
The momentum shifting by the second. Anthony Greene.
Oh, come on. Wait a minute. Anthony Greene with his feet on the ropes.
Ortiz now on the wrong end.
Nicely done, Anthony Greene with that snap suplex. 1,900 strong here tonight in the Coliseum in Lewiston, Maine. This is the highest attended Limitless Wrestling event in Limitless Wrestling history.
Yes.
Anthony Greene stepping into the chop, and now...
What is Anthony Greene doing? Something new, maybe? Oh, wait a minute. What is this?
Oh, boot to the midsection, Eddie Kingston.
Nicely done. DDT. Ortiz now to the top, known to fly. Nicely done with a headbutt. This could easily be it. Gets up.
The well done on the 1-2 punch. Eddie Kingston and Ortiz get it done.
Some much needed momentum going into tomorrow's bout on Collision on TNT. But you got to see him here first tonight on Limitless Wrestling.
The tag team legacy just beginning for Eddie Kingston and Ortiz. The stop made in Limitless Wrestling. Success, triumph. That's been the story for how it feels for us too and for all of us here at Limitless Wrestling. A triumphant evening thus far, and the Rumble awaits.
Is life getting rather dull these days? Ready for something new? Then find something old and out of this world at Maine Vintage Toys. We've got it all. Incredible vintage toys, spanking brand new toys, the greatest sports cards, collecting supplies, and even nostalgic candy. What more could you ask for? Your old toys have been waiting for you to come back and play like the good old days, only better. Because now you can have every toy you ever wanted. So jump in the back car and warp speed your way to Maine Vintage Toys at 650 Main Street, South Portland, Maine, and get your vintage on.
The Limitless Wrestling Rumble, the reason for the season.
Oh, talk about, I don't call this the short straw. I think number 2 is the short straw. Sacco, Maine's own Ace Romero has drawn number 1.
Reason for the season was meant to mean the Limitless Rumble, but Big Boy season has taken over the Coliseum. Number 1 with a bullet, AC Baby. Looking to do what's never been done in Limitless Rumble history.
Think about the names that we have here tonight. Aaron Rourke is in the Limitless Rumble. We know for a fact that we're going to see Anthony Greene and Channing Thomas. How about Aiden Abra? How about giving out the ruse in the Rumble? Jay Haru, Gabby Forza. What goes on wrong?
About various athletes all night. AC Baby personifies it.
We talked about it. Improved cardio in recent years. You can physically see it on him. But this type of match, while it may be very hard to get him over the top rope, I was going to say his cardio will come into play. We know that there is at least a minimum amount of time that this match is going to go. Ace Romero's aware of that, and I'm sure it's the first thing he thought of when he saw number 1 on his ticket.
This is a very powerful litmus test for Ace Romero on his journey. Well, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. An encore. An encore that nobody asked for.
Well, who's entering? Aaron Ortiz, Anthony Vecchio, B3.
It did just say B3.
Right.
Did you see what it said on the screen?
Yes, sir.
It said B3. That doesn't, it would have said Anthony Vecchio or Barbar. It would have said Aaron Ortiz or maybe it said B3. What does that mean?
Are they half an entrant?
This is like the year there was only one Uso in the Rumble. Like 10 years ago before they took on. Yeah, it's the whole thing. It's a Rumble. It's come to this, folks.
Aaron Ortiz, Anthony Vecchio.
Becca is performing like she did not fumble earlier. She did not capture the WWE Women's ID Championship at the expense of Laynie Luck, and maybe she can try to get one more win tonight. Is she in this? We've seen her in the past compete with Ace Romero a couple of years ago.
All 3 portions of B3 are in the ring.
Yes. Ace Romero. He's more of like a classic rock guy. I don't think this is exactly his forte when it comes to music.
Country music appreciator, as is the case with many in the state of Maine.
Sam, who is in it? Sam Laterna's got the notes. Sam Laterna and the officials are the only one that know the order of entrance here. If it is Becca, I would knock her over the top rope right now. That would be my strategy.
Ace Romero. Yeah, the patience wearing thin for AC Baby. And
they're both in? That's entrance 2 and 3, or is that entrance 2, or how does that work?
Both members of the Shooter Boys entering the Limitless Rumble at the same time.
They are collectively entrance number 2. This is a co-op game. They win as a team or lose as a team. This is bell underway. This is a little unheard of here in the Limitless Rumble.
They were feeling boisterous. They were feeling braggadocious before. But now with eyes affixed on AC Baby, Suddenly the Shooter Boys ain't feeling so hot.
Ace Romero's been known to do some karaoke when the opportunity strikes him, but I think this is very different.
The salsa.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, why not? Go for it, AC.
Yeah, a little collaboration.
AC himself is a Maine 8. Did you know that?
Wait.
Oh.
Very nearly a Maine elimination here in the Limitless Rumble, but the faithful saying it, better than I ever could.
This could be it right about here.
Ortiz
We already saw both B3 get clotheslined over the top and have both feet hit the floor earlier by Laynie Luck. I have to imagine that Ace Romero could do the same even easier.
Now Ace steps into the chop.
This is going to be the longest 90 seconds of B3's wrestling career. Oh my goodness.
Time will slow down for Vecchio and Ortiz.
And this is exactly what Ace Romero is going to need to do. He's already got a 2-on-1 situation here, but handling himself very well. He could have some help coming out next. We don't know. Keegan Garland is in the Limitless Rumble tonight.
Oh, the stereo drop kicks.
Just a couple of kids from Maine doing their thing. We don't know. Anything can happen. Oh!
2 for the price of 1 on the crossbody. The timer at 2-1.
I guess that Casio sponsorship's out the window.
Entrant number 3.
Oh, welcome back! The former Limitless Wrestling Champion! It's Beef! Gnarls Garvin! Big Beefers in the house! Oh, there's a whole lot of humanity in the ring right now! Oh, God, welcome back, Beef!
Ace Romero, Big Beef, no strangers. Beef cleaning out the new crop. The swoop, the scoop, the slam.
Oh my goodness, welcome back, Gnarls Garvin, the former Limitless Wrestling World Champion. And yeah, wait a minute.
Oh!
There's got to be about 600 pounds between both those men right there. Easily. Flip, flop, and fly on out of here, Shooter Boys.
Big Beef season and Big Boy season. What a collaboration upon us.
I guess we could call that a North Shore beef, but one's from Maine, one's from the trailer parks in Mudley. It doesn't matter. Folks, entrant number 4 set to come out, despite the fact there's 4 people in the ring already.
Semantics. Hold on now.
The newcomer.
On tape. Debut alert. Bobby Casale. Very gifted with his fists and feet.
Another Creative Pro product in the form of Bobby Casale.
Very deep MMA background. Making the move to a different combat art and professional wrestling.
You may be heavyweight division, but I assure you, he's got some Eric Pele's in there. He's got the super heavyweights. They ain't making no 265 weight cut on the other side of the ring.
Casale has to step lightly. Because this former MMA fighter, this could turn into a brawl for all real quick.
Absolutely. As we know, someone like a Daniel Puder did pretty well in a Rumble once upon a time.
Oh yeah. Now it's Beef's turn.
But here's the thing, you don't want to play with him too long. You want to get him out of there. You cannot win by pinfall. You cannot win by submission. You need to throw your opponent over the top rope, and both feet need to hit the floor.
One more time. Oh, AC baby. Train leaving the station. Massive clothesline.
A little bit of a friendship forming here between Beef and Ace Romero. I'm surprised. Bobby Casale, thanks for coming. He's out of here. Who's next?
Number 5.
Ah, Steve Corino.
Wait a minute.
Wait, this is Steve Corino. This is fire! Come on, right?
That's the king of old school. This is a king of new school, up and coming. Over the recent months, Flying Ryan has taken the wrestling world by storm.
Getting in there, Beef looking around. Nicely done! Cross body by Flying Ryan.
Lives up to the name. Loves to defy that gravity.
Nicely done. Clearing house so far. 4 people in there, and he's handling them all of them. Nicely done!
The combo. Bulldog into the clothesline. Flying Ryan is soaring, but now on the wrong end of the knife edge chop.
So we talked about clipping those wings earlier. Ace Romero gonna put Flying Ryan down. Your 5th entrant here into the Limitless Rumble.
Flying Ryan in peril.
Best thing that could have happened to B3. Separate Beefer, separate Ace Romero. Put them on odds, put them on the other side of the ring. Oh, there he goes, Ortiz. Ortiz in a precarious position. The clock is a ticking.
Here it comes. Oh!
I know this one.
It's Mother's Day.
Bobby Orlando, the Wrestling Open champion, the former Creative Pro Wrestling champion, and the GOATest of all time.
Former Blitzkrieg Pro Bedlam champion, TikTok sensation, Bobby Orlando, the GOATest of all time, and Bobby Jr., of course.
Crowd eating it up here in Lewiston. Bobby Orlando with his bunkhouse gear.
Wow, giddy up.
That's a goat on his back, yes. That's Bobby Jr. For those of you that are unfamiliar with Bobby Orlando, making his return here tonight to Limitless Wrestling. Longtime tag partner of Bryce Donovan is a member of the Shook crew. Be Shook.
Gifted in every facet, every form of professional wrestling. Singles, tag, trios. He can fly, he can slug with the best of them.
His fellow Creative Pro Wrestling compatriots, Bobby Orlando. We've seen a lot from the Creative Pro Wrestling
Academy
tonight.
That's a sick trick.
Not just MJF. We've seen the Shooter Boys, Bobby Casale. And that man right there, Bobby Orlando. That's nope. Yeah, I'd head out the other way, maybe.
Wait a minute. She's back. The spark is with us once again. Last time we saw Jada Stone at the Bissell Brothers Bash. How things have changed.
Lest we forget, I do believe still undefeated in Limitless Wrestling. Am I correct in that? We have to check the rule book.
Oh my
God! History book, nicely done. Flying Ryan goes flying.
Since entering the national stage, has only picked up new tricks.
You know, we saw this as a 30-man competition. Folks, a woman could very well win this. Gabby Forza also competing tonight in the Limitless Rumble.
And folks, thus far, we've been talking about the entrants who we're aware of. What about the ones we're not?
I was going to say, we saw, I'll say it right now, I saw an even bigger guy than Ace Romero back there. I saw Ox Adams back there.
Yes.
Di Torres. That would be his Limitless Wrestling debut. Trust me, you'll know a guy named Ox Adams when you see him.
That's 2 X's for double XL.
It's about to get fancy.
Oh, the fancy man back in town.
All right, now if you're asking me right now, that's the best cardio in the room right now, as of writing. Right there in the form of Fancy Ryan Clancy. And his drop kick changes lives.
And he has a chip on his shoulder off of fresh blood.
Absolutely, a disastrous ending to his match with Channing Thomas. Nicely down with a clothesline.
Ryan Clancy undeterred. Look at a capture.
Oh, to the face of Bobby Orlando. A Team Adams product in the form of Ryan Clancy.
And Ryan Clancy, lone man standing, but here comes Aaron Ortiz. Nothing doing. Can't afford any mistakes against Ryan Clancy, as polished as it gets. Well done on the butterfly suplex.
Just say it right now, pick me a winner. Match ended right now, who's the winner? Pick me a winner right now, Johnny. Right now, say it. You're not saying anything. You're not saying anything, Johnny. Who wins?
I am eyeing the ring. I'm thinking about who's been announced.
You're taking too long. Ace Romero is winning the Limitless Rumble if the match ended right now.
Right now.
This is the last. There's no more entrance.
I think my chip's on the table. A-double-G-R-O.
He's not in the ring yet.
And now.
Oh, what did I tell you? I would like to change my pick. That is going to be the winner of the Limitless Rumble.
The Texarkana Terror, Mr. 100 proof himself, Ox Adams.
Look at Beaver. Beaver's ready. Beaver wants it.
Kindred spirits, one might say. Ox Adams sure loves himself a fight.
Oh, Beaver's welcoming. He wants to test himself. Look at the size of that man.
That's a tomahawk right there. Ox Adams, the biggest of the bunch, and the urgency of the situation has set in on the rest of the Limitless Rumble thus far.
Oh, Ryan Clancy. Ox Adams has been making a name for himself at Wrestling Open. It was only a matter of time before he came up here to Limitless.
All across the Northeast, they're learning the name.
Oh, God!
Bobby Dye!
That was awesome. Oh, Bobby Dye!
Bobby Orlando, we're gonna need some help.
Bobby Orlando. Oh my goodness.
Inside
Somebody check him out.
Inside out on a 100-proof lariat.
Lion Ryan's doing some flying. Later days to the newcomer. That's two. That's two for Ox Adams.
Now Ox Adams eyeing Ace Romero.
Nobody wants a piece of now. Beaver thinking about. Beaver just trying to figure it out. Jada Stone is in the wrong part of town. Oh my goodness, no. Jada, yeah, no. Get out of there. Yeah, nicely done. It's like a mosquito landing on you.
Hold on! Crunch time!
We're playing basketball. Jada Stone was just pressed over the top rope. Folks, Jada Stone was just eliminated. Jermaine Marbury and his good friend, Benny.
Jermaine Marbury stepping onto the court here in the Limitless Rumble. Pro Wrestling's point guard, the Allen Houston of pro wrestling. He's looking to break some ankles. But hold on. Ox Adams knows ball.
You never know. Now he's got an advantage. He's got Benny on the outside. What is Benny doing?
Jermaine Marbury. Basketball in it.
Hold on 1 second. What? Oh, he's got a whistle.
Well, hold on now.
It's a jump ball?
It's a jump ball. Come on. Whistle blows. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, Benny, no. He just popped the ball.
Benny, the basketball deflated.
Shouldn't have been in there in the first place.
Now Jermaine Marbury.
Jermaine Marbury returning. We saw him at Fresh Blood a while back. Get goozled. Ox Adams. I'm picking Ox Adams to win the whole thing. I told you right now.
This is one-on-one. It's a point guard playing a center.
Marbury is out of here. Thanks for coming. Looks like Benny the basketball's deflated on the outside. He's just laying down.
What is next?
Who do we got? Who do we got?
Hold on.
They're playing the wrong music. They just played this music.
That's Jermaine.
Come on, who's doing music? It's Jermaine Marbury's. Wait a minute. Wait a second.
The basketball entering the ring.
chokeslam him.
No throat.
I still think this doesn't end well for the basketball, but with that said, go Benny! Take your shot,
Adams.
kid!
Alex Adams doesn't know what to make of this. Hold on now.
Oh, God. Up. Benny the basketball is your newest entrant in this contest, number 11. Oh, God. What?
Alex Adams.
Oh, no.
Oh, but Benny!
Help him, Jermaine. Oh, no!
Loose ball foul. Benny the basketball eliminated.
Ox Adams has eliminated 5 competitors. One of them was Benny the basketball. It's gonna keep coming, folks. It's Ox Adams all day. Ace Romero is gonna try his luck here. Beef is still in there.
Oh! Wait a minute. Your homie, the Nomi.
Listen to this crowd.
We know from experience that Lewiston loves Gabby Forza.
Gabby Forza came very close to punching her ticket in the Vacation Land Cup. She made it to the Final Four after defeating Becca. And now she's still got some things to settle, I think, with B3. B3 likes what he sees.
Here we are.
Oh, my goodness.
Clock cleaned.
Oh, Lord. Becca's still on the outside there, getting to Vecchio. The Cookie Monster in the corner. Ortiz. What is going on?
Wow! Alex Adams! Up on the shoulders of Gabby Forza, but now raining down the rights.
Alex Adams did not like that.
I don't think he's ever been hoisted like that. But the power lifter Gabby Forza is so game for such a task.
Ace Romero and Beef together going at it. Right now, this is what you're going to have to do if you're going to get this man out. You got to get going. Flying Ryan, Jada Stone, they try to do it at the same time. Now, when you got someone like Ace Romero and Beef doing it, now it can make a difference. And wait a second! Oh no! They did it! Damn it, my pick!
Big Beef season is a-rolling. Next entrant incoming. No way. Wait. The root of all evil has returned in the Limitless Rumble. House of Glory World Champion. Charles Mason.
Oh boy. We have not seen Charles Mason in some time. Just as diabolical as ever. And I have to believe that his grandest scheme is working. Do you know what that is? The people are starting to like him. What's wrong? That's terrifying. That's terrifying.
The mood here at the Coliseum changed in an instant.
Fans here won't like that, I'll tell you that right now.
Charles Mason is a hunter.
You gotta believe once Beef realizes that he's in there.
Oh my God.
Lest we forget what happened. The storied history between Beef and Charles Mason.
Reign of terror. That choke from such great height, and now a stop to the back. Charles Mason uncorking with the heavy artillery.
I was gonna say, and he is perhaps the most smart contestant in this match. The brainwave legs, maniacal, a psychopath.
The in-ring acumen, the bloodthirst, masterclass tactician, and so visceral.
You know, that is the difference, Johnny, between a sociopath and a psychopath. A psychopath follows through with this. And
you said it!
What did I say? There's a familiar touch. Oh, come on, shooter. No. Oh.
Beef sent into the steel post. Next entrant incoming, number 14.
Another return here. A kid that's kind of from Maine. It's gonna be Keegan Garland.
fresh blood. And now Keegan Garland, Charles Mason.
Again, we've said it. Another opportunity here for him to show up. His dad is not here tonight. We know that for a fact. And it might have played a dividend when he was at Fresh Blood. He was, in fact, defeated in his singles contest.
Yes, indeed. Hazard got the better that night, but Keegan Garland is able to make up for lost ground and then some.
See, this is what I said. There's a little bit of a kinship. There's a friendship between Ace Romero and Keegan Garland. And that's going to be good for Ace. And that's going to be very good for Keegan.
Not so good, Charles Mason. But now Keegan Garland dialed in on Anthony Vecchio. Ortiz and Vecchio. They're trying to make the numbers game work. Ryan Clancy having none of it. Timer is a ticket.
Charles, on the floor. So we're about halfway there in this field. Coming up next with number 15.
Keegan Garland's opponent from Fresh Blood.
You think that he would have tried to trade up for 23, you know?
One of the baddest ever come out of Newport News, Virginia.
That is 23 Hazard. He's here to not just catch a body, he's here to throw a body out of the ring.
He's got a whole lot of bodies that lie in wait. Ace Romero.
He has a whole lot of Ace Romero waiting for him. Becca just cringed on the outside when she saw that hit.
And Ace Romero's got a bone to pick with Hazard off the heels of the Queen City Expo. Hazard victorious in a golden ticket bout against Ace Romero. Hazard unsuccessful against Dezmond Cole that night. But Ace Romero, he don't forget.
23 Hazard here in King Garland. No love lost. Hazard could be it. This could be it for Keegan right here. Into shoulder first.
That much more familiarity between the two has bred that much more contempt between Keegan Garland, 23 Hazard. You know, contempt is kind of 23 Hazard's MO.
Just taking his time here. I'll be amazed if that headband stays on the whole time. That do-rag.
Oh yeah, he's got that court experience.
Jermaine Marbury has already been eliminated. Oh yeah, 23 Hazard soaking it up. Another entrant on the way. We're halfway there. Number 16 coming out next.
Oh!
What? What? He wasn't here. He wasn't here.
He is now.
Keegan arrived alone. I saw him. He's just a kid from Maine.
Said from that man's mouth, Scotty Too Hotty, known all around the world for many years, is back here in Lewiston, back here.
Isn't that exactly what he wore in the 2000 Royal Rumble 25 years ago? Look, he's got the 2 pool on the back. Yes, fun fact for those of you keeping score at home, Scotty Too Hotty was in a Royal Rumble 25 years ago. There's competitors in this match that were not alive when that match happened.
And if Keegan Garland has a bone to pick with 23 Hazard, how do you think Scotty Too Hotty's feeling towards Hazard?
Hey, old Pops ain't gonna just lay back and lay down for Hazard. Scotty Too Hotty, former WWE Tag Team Champion, former Light Heavyweight Champion.
The roof being raised. Now Scotty Too Hotty. Eyeing Anthony Vecchio. And here comes one for Ortiz.
That could be it. Oh, almost.
Wow! Malfunction at the junction.
That's the most success that Scotty's ever had in a Rumble. He's been beat up by Muhammad Hassan. He once got just destroyed by Katie the Undertaker. Wait a minute, we're gonna have a Royal Rumble worm. No way. Where's Becca? Becca, you gotta pay attention. Never mind Ortiz, he's gone. It's over.
Oh, Scotty Too Hotty bringing the Colisee to a fever pitch.
Becca still has a microphone. That's not good. Oh, boy. Tandem worm! The fruit doesn't fall too far from the tree! But the chop does. Oh, goodness.
And
unbelievable.
Going to happen to some nicer guys. B3 is no longer a factor.
Where's Charles Mason? Where'd Charles Mason go?
The ring has cleared out.
Whoa, where's Charles Mason? Oh. What's this?
Hold on. AC Baby and Scotty Too Hottie.
Yes.
Keegan trying to broker a deal. Maybe
25 years ago.
Maybe he's not trying to broker a deal. Maybe he's trying to broker a dance.
Sounds a lot easier, maybe.
Our Limitless faithful. Oh!
It's deja vu all over again. If this was the year 2000, Big Boss Man would come out next. Oh, it's the good music, yes!
Oh, it's perfect. It really is too cool.
It's like looking in a funhouse mirror. The late Brian Christopher, Rikishi Fatu, and Scotty Too Hottie 25 years ago. Had a little dance. Wait a minute. You know what happened 25 years ago in the actual Royal Rumble? When
in 2026.
Let's see if Ace Romero's done his homework.
We're about to get AC Fatu, that big man in this.
It's 2026, 26 years ago.
Go.
Oh my God.
Cutting rugs. Grandmaster Keegan, Scotty Too Hottie, and Ace Romero. The Ace of Rooney! The Ace of Rooney!
We've seen it all.
The earth done quaketh here at the Limitless Rumble. Oh wait!
Oh, they did. Oh no! Oh my God! They did their homework.
Somehow the sunglasses are still on Ace Romero. All the same eliminated from the Limitless Rumble.
I'd have bet the farm that is not how that one was going to go.
No! Oh man!
Pops!
He just passed Pops!
Pops! Daddy Dearest! Later days!
Hazard!
Wait a minute here. Gabby Forza, Ryan Clancy. I see Charles Mason now.
Now Ryan Clancy.
Beaver's still in there, I think.
Taking it to Hazard. Hazard paying and pawing in between Forza and Clancy. Timer a ticket.
I think the clock must have broke for a little bit.
The winner of the first Limitless Rumble.
Thomas, if you're only as good as your last match, tasted defeat earlier tonight at the hands of Eddie Kingston and Ortiz. Can he get back on track?
A loss to start off 2026, not a good omen in Limitless Wrestling for Channing Thomas. And already the waters are murky if you're world class. His compatriot Donovan Dijak capturing the Limitless Wrestling World Championship.
There we go. Ryan Clancy has a score to settle with that man right there after fresh blood this past October.
Oh, but Hazard interrupting the proceedings. Gabby Forza in her own right, a bone to pick with Channing Thomas. A lot of bones to pick with Channing Thomas.
He gets that drop kick back. What happened? We know what happened last time that drop kick hit. It hit, but at what cost?
Ryan Clancy wants his pound of flesh and then some. Beaver taking it to Mason. And now sweet is it for Jordan Oliver? Latest addition to All Elite Wrestling and an opportunity to be a victor in the Limitless Rumble.
Going at it with his fellow Game Changer Wrestling roster member, Charles Mason.
And Jordan Oliver.
Like I said, imagine Alec Price pushed himself to the limit tonight against MJF. Jordan Oliver has a chance to do something as spectacular in his debut here. Become the #1 contender to the Limitless Wrestling World Championship.
How inspired do you think Jordan Oliver was off the heels of that Price MJF bout earlier this evening? He wasn't ready for this before. He's got to have been chomping at the bit to get out here. Oliver now
behind Ryan Clancy, throwing Oliver there. Nicely done with a drop kick, and thank goodness Oliver did not go over. He just went through between the second and bottom rope.
Rolling to the apron, hold on now. Clancy being yanked over. This is dangerous ground for Clancy. Back and forth. Jordan Oliver, Ryan Clancy. They both want to increase that foothold.
Precarious position here, Johnny. Not the place you want to be in a contest quite like this. Charles Mason and Gabby Forza in the corner. Channing Thomas putting in work on Beef. Gnarls Garvin has been in there since number 3. Again, we talked about the cardio of Ace Romero. Beef's cardio has come into the question in the past.
Oh, we got a debut alert now.
Talk about House of Glory, right? I know this man.
Cruiserweight champion. Now
making friends immediately, yes.
Out in House of Glory. After notching the Duke over his trainer, Amazing Red, now goes under the most unpopular moniker, the infamous Amazing Black, Darren Richardson.
Darren Richardson, you're very familiar, you yourself, Johnny, a color commentator at the House of Glory.
I have witnessed Darren Richardson's reign of terror as Cruiserweight champion firsthand. Whether he gets it done on his own merits, whether it's Diamond Virago at his side.
I'll tell you this, hey, talk about House of Glory. On the third Limitless show, I got an opportunity at the House of Glory Tag Team Championships with Jay George. We lost to a couple of guys, I don't know, Mark Quinn, Isaiah Cassidy. I guess they're known as Private Party. Regardless, tonight, this young man could make a debut, could clear the ring. Darren Richardson, the Amazing Black.
We have talked about the number of prolific professional wrestling schools being represented here. House of Glory between Darren Richardson and Charles Mason. They're showing up and they're looking to show out. Well, hold on.
Oh boy, there's some help for Channing Thomas. And notice Sidney Bakabella nowhere to be seen. He was ejected. Jordan Oliver. Not quite. Ryan Clancy was eliminated during that exchange.
Now Jordan Oliver.
Jordan Oliver.
Both halves of the Starstruck machine are now reunited.
I gotta really hope that we get to see Jordan Oliver back in action here again. In tag action with Alec Price. What a treat it is to see those guys compete together.
Yeah, all love between Jordan Oliver and Ryan Clancy. But now, hold on. House of Glory working together here in Mason and Richardson. Gabby Forza, no stranger to adversity.
I was gonna say, Big Beef still in there. It's the number 3 spot. Hazard has been in there for quite a while right now. Number 21.
Oh! What a jam!
Blink!
Debut alert!
A young man, we saw what he had to say about Limitless Wrestling. He said that his 2026 was going to be limitless. Young prospect, a lot to offer, with a nice late draw. Anything can happen, Johnny.
Imagine catching a ticket to a future Limitless Wrestling World Championship opportunity on that debut. Talk about a first impression.
You gotta pay attention. That is not where you
Charles Mason, the choke acumen, Limitless on its own. But now the Punk Rock Prince, bringing the thunder, bringing the rights.
Forearms landing a bunch of there. Charles Mason. Clothesline. Cross. Nicely done.
Well done. Steps up line. Head scissors. Quick to follow up on the drop kick. Wise to keep Mason on the back foot. Now Anthony Greene. Receiving end of the boot to the midsection. And now, very nearly a suplex over the top rope. Channing Thomas, though, other ideas. Starstruck. Perfect tandem. The double suplex.
Jordan Cross. And that is what is tough about a contest like this. You make this debut, you're ready to just do it all. And in a match like this, it can be cut short just like that.
Oh, throw him up! Get your ruse at the ready!
Oh no.
The Shining Dawn is here!
Do I have to? Wins the Royal Rumble, if he wins the Limitless Rumble, I will never watch pro wrestling again.
I don't believe you.
I will never watch it again.
Jay Haru, the leaps and bounds by which he has grown under the tutelage of Aiden Agro. This could be when it all comes to fruition for Jay Haru.
I can't believe Jay Haru's clearing house.
Throw him up.
Oh boy, this is not the time, Jay Haru. Pay attention. Throw somebody out of there. Yeah, get Beef. Beef's been in this is number 3. Smart move.
All of you watching at home, take a picture of you doing your finest Roo. Make sure to tag us at hashtag LW Rumble 2026.
Parents don't love you. Oh man, coming off who's number 23? It's not Hazard. He's already in there. Oh wow. Wait a minute.
Awaiting the presence.
You know this, man. You know this song, Johnny.
Daddy's home.
One of the head coaches at the Pine State Pro Wrestling School right here in Maine. The official pro wrestling school of Limitless Wrestling.
You might know him as Book Daddy. You might know him as Mr. Remarkable. But Adam Booker, pardon the cliche, has traveled these roads up and down
Certainly
for well
has.
over 25 years.
And I'll tell you this, there's this compatriot at the Pine State Pro Wrestling School, Hazard, former Chaotic Wrestling New England champion in the form of Adam Booker. Very well accomplished, very well traveled around New England. And he's a big old man in there. You never know what's going to happen. Hazard should turn around.
And I have to believe his co-coaching relationship with Hazard is complicated.
They can hash some things out right about now. Adam Booker.
Banging and Pong and 23 Hazard all around the Limitless Wrestling ring.
Students take note in attendance here tonight. Adam Booker. I'm going to take you to school. Big overhand right from Adam Booker.
Channing Thomas, wrong end with Adam Booker. Now Darren Richardson, razzle with the dazzle. 24. Here's my pick. Mr. Right Now. Time to come collect.
Mr. Right Now couldn't have picked a better time than right now. Coming in at number 24. And Agro.
Aiden Agro has come since the early beginnings of Limitless Wrestling.
Talk about another score to settle. Anthony Greene and Channing Thomas, his former running buddies, as a member of the Bakabella family, not to be done. And he tried to take away that Limitless Wrestling opportunity for that Limitless Wrestling Championship bout.
Now here is a singles bout I'd love to see. Aiden Agro, Darren Richardson.
Well, that's enough. The Cruiserweight Champ of House of Glory is out of here.
The biracial facial got it done.
And that's going to be a big boost for Aiden Agro. Who's out of here? Who's out of here? Jay Haru right there to make the save immediately. They can get him. They can get him here. Big Beef still in there, John.
Since entrant number 3 and beyond for Beef.
Gabby Forza's racked up some time in there now, though. as has Charles Mason.
Channing Thomas.
Hazard has been in there. Coming up next, number 25. Oh, I know this, Brittany.
Blue chip prospect and then some.
An additional female competitor here in the Limitless Rumble. It's Brittany, bitch, and that means it's Brittany Brooks. Taking her time as the center of attention. In no particular rush to get in there, can't say I blame her.
Yeah, no strangers with Gabby Forza from realms outside of Limitless Wrestling.
Brittany Brooks, a late draw into this contest. This could make all the difference.
Brittany Brooks rocking and rolling.
I was gonna say, immediately hooking it up with Gabby Forza there.
Old rivals. Not even old. And the Bulldog finds home.
Sit down, Brittany Brooks. Gonna want to conserve some of that energy, and she's surely gonna want to take the center of attention. There's a problem if you're the center of attention. Sometimes you take your eyes off the prize.
And now Brittany Brooks boot to the midsection, snatching in the headlock. And Charles Mason. Bulldog! Got it!
So this is a very good showing so far for Brittany Brooks. With 26 on the way, 30 total to go. We're in the deep waters now there, Johnny.
One for world class.
Oh, John Wayne, the big bulldog. Oh, no! No wonder he wasn't out here. Oh, boy. There goes Jay Haru. Where's Tony Atlas when you need him? Oh, that is not good. Jay Haru has been eliminated.
Well, Sidney Bakabella.
Get him, Jay Haru.
Jay Haru had enough. Is at his wit's end.
Wait a second. Up a bit. Hey, how come his hair's not blonde anymore? I could have sworn it wasn't blonde earlier, but then it was. Now it's not blonde. Now it's I don't know what's going on.
Oh, hold on. Aggro.
Stop it.
Oh, he's free.
Oh boy, Jerry Blackwell taught him how to punch too. That's a shame.
Aggro. Oh, syrup. He's been just syruped.
See, now that's his natural color, Johnny. Ball. Oh, Jay Haru caught it. Good catch, Jay Haru. Bakabella, the ball is out of there. Nicely done.
Channing Thomas despondent.
Look at Jay Haru's got a new deal. Look good on him.
Now beef.
They got beef. Pay attention, Channing Thomas. Yeah, pay attention, Channing Thomas. Oh, yeah. Nice job, beef. Number 27 on its way, coming up next. Seen it all tonight, folks.
What a Limitless Rumble thus far.
The only other person I know that's in it is Aaron O'Rourke. I don't know the other two competitors left. This is going to be something. Someone's going to be able to make an opportunity here.
We've been saying all night, folks, that all roads lead through Limitless Wrestling. We're going to find out. A beef now. No longer apart. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa!
Some familiar music for a hot second, but it can't be. What is this? Johnny, what is this?
A rebirth.
Oh my goodness.
Say hello to Daphne DeVille.
About this.
The damsel of danger is here.
The
whole rebirth, whole new lease on life. Daphne DeVille Limitless Wrestling, get familiar!
Ladies and gentlemen, Danger Kid lost a loser leaves town match. They didn't say anything about the damsel. Oh my goodness. Johnny, this is incredible.
Off the heels of that loser leaves town contest.
Wait a minute, look, it's the chain, wait a minute. Oh my God, it's the chain. I knew the Bakabella family had, oh no. I don't know if you can blame her though. After you understand.
After everything that happened between Daphne and Aiden Agro.
No! What's this? Nicely done!
DeVille. And now, fancy seeing you here.
Oh. Aiden Agro has seen a ghost.
Ghost of Limitless Wrestling past.
Channing Thomas doesn't know what to do.
No strangers to one another in another life.
The former team of MSP, the Damsel, made her Limitless Wrestling debut.
Shot out of the can with a double up kick, and now Daphne building up a head of steam. The Psycho knee finds home.
And Agro does not know what to do with this. You would think after their last meeting you saw the chain. Oh my God.
Daphne had said off the heels of Loser Leaves Town that there was some figuring out to do in one's life.
Aiden Agro has got some explaining to do, I think.
Now, Thomas and Greene Starstruck taking it to DeVille, taking it to Agro.
Starstruck, Anthony Greene, no stranger to the Damsel.
Old habits. You know what they say. Die hard.
I say, this is unbelievable, the return. A different look for sure.
And that cohesion.
I'll tell you this. It's not too different, is it, Jim?
That cohesion still intact and then some. Stepping off into the senton. Here we are. Vibe.
I've seen that before. But wait a minute. The vibe has changed. Anthony Greene's out of there.
It is truly a new year, truly a new era in Limitless Wrestling.
Oh boy.
Bear Bronson.
What? Well, if you're Gabby Forza, you have got to be happy with what is about to happen. No stranger again to Aiden Agro or DeVille is Bear Bronson, who will pick up right where he left off the last time he was in the ring with, well, MSP. Forgive me if they are not MSP right now. They aren't. They aren't.
Right, correct. Derailer finds home on Charles Mason. Bear Bronson. You want to talk about raising your stock. Bear Bronson.
Adam Booker, a big man there. Here we go. Bear Bronson. Big burly man in there, beef.
Book Daddy versus Bear Daddy, something's gotta give. Back and forth with the rights. Now Bear Bronson seizing momentum.
The Deathmatch Berserker. No stranger to the Deathmatch Tournament. Nick Gage Invitational competitor this year. At his coming out party in the Deathmatch scene against Slade last June. Over the top. Not quite Adam Booker, hold on. But not for too long. Adam Booker almost gets a front row seat.
Adam Booker might have busted a rib. Just bounced off that guardrail.
Charles Mason, Brittany Brooks over there. Aiden Agro getting on top of Bear Bronson. Number 29.
Oh, baby!
Well, there's no better time than the present to try to get back up on top. Why not?
The Big Boofa! He took the tumble back to base camp festivities here at the 2026 Limitless Rumble.
Absolutely. Perhaps of all the people that have competed already tonight, or that have not been here, Dezmond has at least had some time to recover. But my God, the match that he went through! The match that he went through with Dijak! It's got to be burning. Yes, he has an opportunity here, but he came in here tonight as the Limitless champion. No love lost between Charles Mason and Dezmond Cole.
Absolutely not, the fish hook into that lariat. But now Brittany Brooks very nearly eliminated Charles Mason. But wait, handful of hair. Mason very nearly eliminated Brittany Brooks. Aggro though.
This is the last vacation. Get out of here.
Oh no.
We're not gonna see it.
And it was not to be.
Brittany Brooks being strangled.
And Charles Mason has Brittany Brooks hanging the opposite side of the ring.
Brittany Brooks being choked out by Charles Mason. And there is a story there that I need to read a couple chapters on.
Daphne DeVille.
It's the last thing I expected.
Returning with a vengeance.
And the prime spot, number 30, Johnny. What a better spot for the dime piece. That's 3 dimes. Number 30.
He will not be eluded. Not denied. How much has he bled in this very arena? How much sweat has he shed in this very arena? Aaron Rourke now, opportunity of a lifetime.
Catches Hazard. Yes.
And Aaron Rourke, the kicks, the punches, the high-flying acumen. It's only gotten sharper with time and with repetition.
I'm going to tell you this, Aaron Rourke still feels cheated. He did not get his one-on-one contest after he won the Vacation Land Cup in this building. It turned into a 3-way. It turned into a 4-way. It's not how he wanted it to go down. One might argue he has a score to settle with Dezmond Cole.
Aaron Rourke's got a big list, and names continue to get added to it.
Gabby Forza hooking up there with Bear Bronson. Wait a minute.
Savage Gnomes looking to work as a well-oiled machine.
This is going to be, we got ourselves looking like a 5-on-3. It's every man or woman for herself. It is a 5-on-3 that I was not expecting to see here tonight.
Mason, 23 Hazard, world-class Channing Thomas. That's a trio for you, but the numbers do not lie.
It certainly is, and I said anything can happen in this match. Channing Thomas is still there. Anthony Greene is gone. Sidney Bakabella, nowhere to be found. Donovan Dijak, unless he's trying to protect his own stake, I don't anticipate him coming out here. All 30 participants are in. You are looking at the next #1 contender in that ring right now. There, Bronson with a power slam.
Up there, Bronson.
Wait a minute. Nicely done. Nicely done. Charles Mason didn't need that.
And my word.
All right, we get it.
Aggro, Cole, Rourke, Forza, Bronson. Standing tall, but who can switch things up quite like the root of all evil?
No, another choke.
Extremely gifted choke practitioner. That's Charles Mason. Part of the secret sauce of success for the root of all evil. Bear Bronson.
If he can get Bear. Oh, Mason holding on. Dezmond Cole just caught a straight boot.
Charles Mason gonna try to drag Bronson over that top rope. Bear Bronson, of course, a monster of a man. Mason very physically gifted.
There it is. He goes over. If he can hit the floor here, that will be an elimination. Big overhand right for the root of all evil.
Charles Mason, Bear Bronson, back and forth they go. Dangerous grounds are being tread upon for Mason and Bronson. Something's got to give, folks.
Certainly is, but you got to keep your eyes on the competition in the ring.
Oh, no.
Oh,
no. What was meant to be a derailer on the apron, it was not to be. Now a handful of hair, but Gabby Forza.
That broadside gets Charles Mason.
The Savage Gnomes, teamwork making the dream work, eliminating Charles Mason.
There goes Bronson! Hazard go! The honeymoon is over. Because they've been married long enough where they should have already, the honeymoon's over.
The Rumble just got more complex for Gabby Forza.
It was like a 5-on-3 earlier, but this would appear to be a little 4-on-1 for old number 23.
Uh-oh!
We played basketball earlier, playing a little ping pong right now. See you later! Hazard!
Don't forget to write!
Hold on 1 second, talk about crafty. You cannot, there's a big problem there, taking their eyes off Channing Thomas.
Oh no, Rourke! Rourke does!
Oh, what did I tell you? Oh, there was something there and I knew it!
The blood is still bad between Rourke and Dezmond Cole. You had said it before, Top Shelf. Wanted that one-on-one match in the worst way.
It's everyone for themselves! But I'm just saying, I'm surprised that they didn't try to get Channing Thomas out before trying to dispose of Big Boofa. There, I have a lot of questions coming out of this contest, Johnny, and it's not even over. We don't know who's going to be the winner, but we're looking at them right now.
I do wonder.
Rourke, Gabby Forza, Channing Thomas, or Aiden Negro.
I do wonder if the common ground between these is the hatred for Channing Thomas.
Well, if it was, you certainly didn't want to give a super kick to Aiden Negro. Channing Thomas able to move out of the way. Nicely done with a calf kick.
The winner of the first Limitless Rumble, Channing Thomas, in the Final Four yet again.
The former Vacation Land Cup champion, the former two-time Limitless Wrestling champion. He wants to get back to the mountaintop, but now his compatriot, Donovan Dijak, is the Limitless champion.
Agro, how sweet would it be for Aiden Agro to eliminate Channing Thomas right here, right now? Oh wait, pass by, Aiden Agro lands on the apron. Treading on dangerous ground once again is Agro. Oh no!
There goes Aiden Agro. Rowe is out. Talk about the stuff he has to unpack.
No.
You gotta think about it. You see Gabby hesitate. Did you notice that Gabby hesitated?
Yes, sir. Didn't fully put on the brakes, but was pumping him on Aaron Rourke.
Aaron Rourke thought about it. Aaron Rourke hesitated. It is every competitor for themselves. I get it, Johnny.
Channing
I guess that
Thomas.
mutual hatred for Channing Thomas is not as great as the desire to become the #1 contender.
Now Aaron Rourke pops up pondering Hurricanrana. Thomas.
We've seen this before, maybe, no? Oh, no. Oh! Channing's gotta go!
Teetering, tottering, so long!
Oh, Aaron Rourke too! Gabby did it!
How many times has Gabby Forza showed out at the Coliseum?
She didn't mean to dump Aaron Rourke, but it was the cost of doing business. She dumped Channing. Listen to this crowd. Wait. This Pro Forza crowd. She just punched her ticket to become the #1 contender for the Limitless Wrestling Championship. She's gonna get another shot at the Bakabella camp.
Down the line, folks. Gabby Forza looks to step up to Donovan Dijak for the Limitless Wrestling World Championship.
She certainly does. My goodness.
She's come close to Limitless Wrestling immortality how many times? Tonight, Gabby, tonight's your night.
The biggest Limitless Rumble yet. Star-studded. And your winner and your number one contender, your homie, the Nomi, Gabby Forza. What a way to close out the 2026 Limitless Rumble, Johnny.
Lewiston smiles upon Gabby Forza. Limitless Wrestling smiles upon Gabby Forza. Folks, what a historic night here at the 2026 Limitless Rumble. That'll do it for us. Top Shelf Troy Nelson. I'm Johnny Torres. Good fight. Good night.
We rolling? We on? Good, because I got something I gotta say. You all saw it. We were screwed. We were screwed in the Limitless Rumble. This was supposed to be our day. This was supposed to be our night. But no. Instead of Becca also being in the match with us, which would have made it fair, it would have been fair then, there was only 2 of us, so it wasn't as fair, and we didn't win.
You know what? None of that matters. None of that matters because we entered at number 2. And we went head-to-head with Ace Romero. We went head-to-head with Beef. We went head-to-head with Scotty Duan. We went head-to-head with everybody in that match. All the way to number 16. Because we're the future of Limitless Wrestling.
Guys, tonight was just one night. All right? We went out there. We did our best. And next time, we're going to do even better. We've been snubbed at the MTV Music Awards. We've been snubbed for the Grammys. We've lost matches. We've lost friends. But we're B3. So we always come back better and better and better. And if there's one thing that we will do, it is never stop, never stopping. And that's on Becca. On God.
Cut it!
You know, we just had a great time out there. My first ever Rumble. You know, one of the biggest independent shows in the country right now.
In the world. Dude.
Yeah, in the world. We just went out there, had a blast with Ace, did the dance.
You know what, Kings? We did have a blast. We came, we danced with Ace Romero. We had so much fun. We get to come back to my home state of Maine. We get to come in for one of the greatest independent wrestling promotion in the country right now, Limitless Wrestling. We had a blast out there. We did, Kings.
Yeah,
but you know what? There's a little bully out there who's been bullying my son for the last couple months, and that's you, Hazard. For 36 years, I've been dealing with bullies like you. It's been bully after bully after bully after bully. Every time I get back up. You know what?
Dad, I can fight my own battles here.
Okay.
I promise. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I did just throw you out of the Rumble on that. I did.
All right, you're right.
Honestly, I feel more alive than ever. You can go all around the world. You can see all the fancy things. But home is home. I wouldn't be Beef without Limitless, without Maine, without Yarmouth, now Lewiston. It's an honor, it's a pleasure to be back. I'm overwhelmed. I feel all sorts of different things. Emotional, grateful. I felt lost recently, and, coming here has reset what's, my trajectory, in my mind at least, Others may not see me a certain way, but tonight, the Limitless faithful, they brought it back. It feels good to be back.
It gets me. It's like I break my body for this place. I bust my ass for this place. Whenever there's a problem, I'm the first one to stand up for somebody in this locker room. But then when it's me, when my back's against the wall, crickets. No one in sight. I got enemies on all sides now. And no friends to watch my back. Hate to say it, it was a tough night for the kid tonight. I lost the Limitless world title. And I also lost the Rumble. I'll bounce back. I'll bounce back.
This man promised me everything. He promised me gold. He promised me riches. He promised me success. And look at us now. Look at you. Look at us now. No one has ever delivered on their promises like Sidney Bakabella. He told me, he promised me, he extended his hand and he said, Donovan Dijak, I'm going to make you a champion. And here we are. So thank you. Thank you for being the first person in the history of this godforsaken business to stand his ground and deliver on his promises. Thank you.
It is my honor. Because it wasn't me. It was you. I knew. You just needed to know, and look at you now. The world champion of Limitless Wrestling. Congratulations, Gabby, because now you have to wrestle a machine. Dijak, the Limitless Wrestling champion. And this isn't the Dijak that you think you know. This is the machine.
I'm so confident. I'm so confident that I'm gonna give you a night off. You know what? I'm so thankful for this championship that I'm gifting you a cruise in February. Royal Caribbean, all expenses paid. Enjoy it, because I'm gonna take care of Gabby. I'm gonna take care of business, and when you get back, I'm still gonna be holding this gold, my friend.
I know you are. Oh my, thank you. I'm going on a cruise. Gabby, you're going into retirement because this Dijak is the champion. This one believes in himself. Welcome to the machine.
Know me is so much more than your homie, than that gnome girl, than the world's strongest gnome. And I've been saying that. I've been proving it. And today, the biggest show at Limitless Wrestling, I showed everybody that I am the world's strongest gnome. I am the winner of the Limitless Wrestling Rumble. And that means I'm just getting started. It's January 2026. I am coming for it all. It's the year of the gnome. And Dijak, you big guy, I'm coming for what you got. The Limitless Wrestling World title.